What's up, ladies and gents? Welcome is episode 28 of Eberron Sins of the Past tonight. Before we get started, holy shit, first ever hype train. Thank you so much, Trins, for gifting a sub to a member of our community, and for Trojans, thank you for gifting a sub to a member of our community, and for resubbing for 10 months. Thank you, Katie, for your resubbing your tier 3 subscription for 9 months. Thank you for carrying the channel. And Sabaton Liam, thank you for resubbing for 8 months, my friend. And welcome back. Haven't seen you for a while. Shall we just kick it off, guys? Hit the intro music. So, last time, while investigating the Vralkek gristmill to discover the source of the local hybrid outbreak, you encountered some resistance. It seemed the cleaning staff were out to get you, releasing gelatinous cubes and enraged grist trolls to attack you. You battled your way through the mill until you discovered one of the grist trolls had been mutated into a new form of aberration, which was unleashed against you. You managed to destroy it and capture one of the mill's cleaners, a goblin by the name of Ignok, who informed you that the mill foreman, an Oni named Belzenkor, had seemingly been visited by Oren Dimadani, who provided her with the means to mutate one of the grist trolls, whose meat was then distributed to the town, triggering the outbreak. Ignok was cooperative enough, and the next day, you and him met with the Medusa Despina once again, who petrified Ignok until the issue with Belzenkor was resolved, as he had seen too much. At Despina's request, you headed out to the nearby moors, where you did battle with Belzenkor out the front of her home, subduing her and taking her into custody. You're now headed south, back to Vralkek, with Belzenkor unconscious on a Tensor's floating disc conjured by Rook, with a few hours of trekking ahead of you. Figure some, just play a tune here.
Some ambience.
Some ambience, here we go. So, the 3-hour journey back through the moors, trudging through the ankle-deep waters and mud, passing through the reeds. The fog doesn't subside at any point. The first hour and a half seemed to go by without incident. About halfway through your journey back, Belzenkor begins to stir on the back of Rook's Tensor's floating disc.
We tied her up, didn't we?
Yeah, she is tied up.
I just say that Ronan's close with his swords drawn, ready to kill her if she tries anything fishy. Just watching, always watching.
She doesn't come back to consciousness. She just begins to sort of mumble in her unconsciousness and twitch a bit on the back of the floating disc as you're traveling.
Can I discern what she's saying?
She's not really saying anything. It's more like, you know, oh, I've been knocked unconscious and it hurts a lot.
Ah, yes, that feeling.
Owie.
Small Girl is Small, thank you very much for gifting a sub to another valued member of our community, Longshaw.
Who?
You were gifted a sub.
Oh!
Oh, the hype train continues. Hype train success,
Choo
apparently. Choo choo, we're on a level 2 hype train, guys. Wow. Wowee. I wish I had something prepared, but I don't. So we're gonna carry on with the D&D.
So no, this is how we do it. We do the choo choo.
Here we go. Choo choo. Hang on. Maybe I've got something on the yeah, wait. Maybe I've got something on the voice mod here.
Adam's got something if he rolls a crit.
Yeah. Every time I roll a crit now, it is part of the stream that we all have to go choo choo as enthusiastically as possible. Oh man, this really derailed our game.
Oh, derailed the session.
Oh, how much XP do I lose?
All of it.
Oh,
Not as much as
I'm level 1. I'm a babby wizard now.
Let me just reset my voice mod back to what I had it on. Can't remember what it was. Ah, that's the one. So Belzencourt begins stirring in her unconsciousness, but you carry on gliding. Around 20 minutes later. Can I get perception checks, please?
Oh, dear.
Certainly.
Right?
Train?
Train?
Meow. What?
Oh,
Actually,
Wow.
right there.
such
Good.
bad perception.
Hold up, I might be able to improve it. Hold up. Yep.
Pretty good.
7.
Zero, you hear something in the distance in the fog. High-pitched whining, it sounds like, approaching you guys rapidly.
I don't. No, not another one.
Is this a sound that does it sound like is it some kind of device? Is it like...
I can't tell at this point. It's distant, but it's rapidly approaching, getting louder, increasing in volume.
And it's pretty foggy around here, right?
Yes.
Is there anything to like hide behind?
Not really, no.
Anyway, alright, Zero like is... Kid, do you hear that?
Yeah, what?
Hear that noise?
Maybe. What are you talking about?
As you say that, Rook, the other three of you do hear it clearly as it comes within range, whatever it is. It seems to be circling you around in the fog. As it gets closer and closer, it becomes almost unbearable. It turns from, you realize, Zero, it's not a high-pitched whining, it's a high-pitched shrieking. Unstopping. It just continues and just continues and continues and
Sorry,
continues.
what does it sound like again?
Yeah, you're muted for me for a second. Hold up. What was it?
You're not sure. It just continues and continues for. It does not stop shrieking for 4 minutes, whatever it is.
Oof.
It doesn't wake up. What's the name? Belzencourt?
No.
Is it?
And does it say it sounds like it's circling us?
Yeah.
And we never see what it is.
No. Yeah, you did nothing. You guys ready yourselves for combat.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm just gonna ready.
Eventually-
Just, yeah.
Eventually, the shrieking subsides and then disappears off into the distance. And you're free to carry on. You continue moving south.
I got a funny feeling that's not the last time we'll be.
Which
staying
way
there
does it...
before.
I agree.
As it like moves away, does it continue its shrieking, or does
Yes.
it? So we can hear kind of which way it went.
Yeah.
And which way was that? Like, is it the
East.
way we're going, or is
No.
it a different?
No, I went east.
And it was moving more rapidly than we could keep up, right?
Even if it wasn't, we're not. I'm not chasing that.
I was just curious, man. Just curious.
You guys continue heading south. Around half an hour later, Belzencore regains consciousness. Readjust my voice mode here. Was this the one? That was the one. She stirs on the tensor's floating disc and comes to consciousness. Looks up at you standing over her, Ronan, with your blade.
She's gagged, by the way.
Oh, doesn't say anything then. Carry on.
Does she struggle against the gag at all?
No,
Or does she just sort of accept her situation?
doesn't say anything.
Okay. Stop any sneaky spells coming out when she's tired. Burst radio.
Alright, well, you escort her back to Ralkek. You arrive at the gates. The Zinir Knolls, guarding the northern gate, see you coming. One of them puts up a clawed hand, indicate that you should stop. Hold there! What's your business?
We're just coming back in. Mate, it's all good.
Thanks so much for the cheers, Savage32 and Longshore. Thank you very much. 69, nice. What's that you got
Yes,
there?
Despina asked for it,
Yep.
and I don't think we should keep her waiting.
Roll
Do
a persuasion check.
Oh.
Thank you for the cheer again, Longshore. The 131 bits. Enjoy your bits medal. That looks like bells and core.
Well,
You'd be right.
doesn't really matter what it looks like, though, does it? There's been a one day.
So
What's a pack
Now
of
that you
humans doing
understand the
without
secret-
gristmill foreman? Unconscious. Coming in from the moors.
we're taking her to the city council. So if you'd like to escort us all there, please do so.
One of them
Otherwise,
puts his fingers into his mouth and whistles. The gate opens from behind, and a contingent of gnolls emerge. Come with us, then.
okay, yeah, Zero starts to follow them. But don't touch her. She stays bound.
Can I do
Very
an,
dangerous.
Can I do an insight check? It might not be the best one, but definitely something I'd like to do. Just
To discern what?
it doesn't matter, but Alice is kind of a little bit untrusting. She knows that we're known as softies, or what's it called? Fleshies, something like that.
That's something
She's not
Ronan
quite sure.
says.
She didn't listen to him. Oh.
Squishies.
Squishies. But they don't generally trust non-goblinoidish monster. I guess what this world would consider monsters in this town, non-monsters. And so she knows they're suspicious of them, so she's kind of like trying to discern whether she can trust these people while we're walking through, especially seeing as they were so easily convinced. But judging by my insight check, I don't pick up anything. She's a tad suspicious. Not to mention she's pretty low on hit points.
Seem to be doing their jobs. What's up? They lead you
Suspicious.
through the settlement. At this point, it is almost 5 p.m. The fog sort of clears as you approach the town. So the weather this afternoon is completely overcast. So it's beginning to darken already as the sun dips towards the horizon. They lead you to a building you haven't been to. By the looks of it, must be the council chambers being referred to. The gnolls lead you up to the front of the building. A large, double-story, stone slab building with multiple doors. It seems doors for each size of citizen that may come and go. Little goblin-sized door, service entry at the side. Normal-sized door and a large-sized door for maintenance staff. The head gnoll turns to you. Wait here. We'll alert the council. They turn around. Two of them walk inside. You have a minute or so before they return.
I assume we've been left with like some other guards as well, right?
Yeah.
Alice just got her hand just resting on her rapier, just in case something kicks off. Be very observant.
She did sword, still waiting for the Oni to do something.
Yeah, I'm content to wait. Don't want to do anything.
Drop the bomb first.
Oh, actually, you know what? I will. Ooh, spooky.
Bavarian village.
Barovian.
Baravian.
Baravian.
Bahavian.
Bohemia.
Bohemia, yeah, we got there.
Zero, do you currently have an inspiration point?
It's at the top of your sheet. In between.
Wow. That's really rude.
What do you mean? That's a
But
beautiful
thank you, Scott.
shirt.
Around a minute later,
Say beer bow.
a contingent of the two gnolls emerge. Behind them, 3 Medusas in tow. We realize that you're sort of being surrounded by the gnolls. They form like a semicircle around you guys against the wall. The 3 Medusas entering the circle and standing over you. Like Despina, these you see that you're relatively new to Dram, so having a hard time discerning if one of these Medusas is Despina or not. They all have Same white hood concealing their faces and snake heads.
What is the meaning of this? Group of humans. And a bloody gristmill foreman.
We are here to deal with what happened 4 days ago. The
petrified
event
citizens that you
happened
have.
a few days ago.
You have a group of petrified citizens inside your town. Is that correct?
One of the Medusas sort of leans over and whispers into the ear of the one that spoke to you.
This gentleman here knows how to cure them. We also found out that this foreman of yours is linked to the poisonings.
One of the Medusas at the back leans forward.
Mistress, let me deal with this rabble. Trouble yourselves not. Yes, Despina, they're all yours. Do with them as you wish.
Two of the Medusas slither back inside. Despina
I'm a
turns
snack.
to some of the gnolls.
Turn to the city gates.
She turns to you.
Follow me, idiots.
Begins moving
Well, yeah,
towards the
I'll
south end of town towards the warehouse.
I thought you would handle this matter with discretion. Not report it blatantly to the front door of the city council.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, this is, your culprit here is kind of a high-profile figure, and once she was recognized by the guards at the gate, we didn't really have a lot of other options. So if you want to find out who's really responsible, this is the only person who knows. Otherwise, we could turn her loose and she could run away, or
As
she'll
you-
try to kill us.
Begin moving away, you notice that the gnolls have grabbed hold of Belzancourt, seem to be dragging her off the tensor's disc back towards the council building.
Hey,
It's fine.
hands off!
Come.
What are you going to do with her?
It's out of my hands now. The council have her. Come. There's some things we need to discuss.
How long of a walk is it to where she wants to lead us?
A few minutes.
Okay. Well, Alice might just tug on the back of Ciro's fantastic pink shirt just to slow him down a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, she's let free. The other city council members may be in on this plan.
Yep. It occurred to me.
Which would then mean, politically, it would be 2 to 1. We might need to invest in some sunglasses. She gives you a nod and just carries on.
What?
Sorry, the sunglasses.
What are they?
Things to wear over your eyes when the sun's bright. Kind of like goggles,
Oh.
but a bit more trendy and fancy. You ever watch Top Gun?
Zero, nudges Rook and he's like, must be a woman thing.
I don't know what she's talking about.
Just, seriously, no one here? No one? Ronan, you've got me right. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, Ronan has goggles, but I've never seen them worn as a fashion item.
No,
No, I need to hide my eyes.
so there is a practical use for sunglasses.
Well, I imagine they block
Glasses?
the sun a bit, right?
Yeah, 100%. Really? From Shan? None of you? Pinnacle of, like, culture in this world?
That's a bit of a stretch. Pinnacle.
What?
Have you been to
Shan
Shan?
shithole, mate.
Thank you. Thanks. Words right out of my mouth.
Yes, but in some of the higher regions, like in the city, literally, I would presume that fashion is quite a highly sought after and talked about thing. So how have you not?
Well, you see, Alice, men have a different way of noticing hair and appearance,
Oh, for God's sake!
which is not noticing.
I'm not here to be mansplained.
I mean, you seem to be failing to grasp it, so we're just regular explaining it to you.
Sighs and carries on.
Spina leads you to the warehouse where the petrified people are being stored. The gnolls guarding out the front see you coming, stand aside, knock on the double swinging doors. They open up by the pulled open by the gnolls on the inside. As you cross the threshold, you see there are a few other figures inside, besides the two gnolls. Two orcs, dressed in very tattered rural outfits. They give Despina a nod as she enters. She turns to the two gnolls and they move outside and the doors close behind you all. She turns to you, Ciro.
These are two shamans. Jotag and Noth. They are some of our best channelers of divine magic. I'm hoping you can show them this cure of yours.
I'm sure we can. I'm sure that will be fine.
Let me know when you're ready to begin. And we can begin unpetrifying one of them.
All right. Well, what we will need is, and Sarah kind of recounts like what happens when people get purged of this. Like, we're gonna need probably somewhere where we can like have them throw up all this stuff. It's like we'll need to have a little area which can be sanitized, etc., etc., etc.
She moves to the door, speaks to the gnolls outside, calls for buckets and gelatinous cubes.
I imagine Rook's stomach starts grumbling.
Yeah, he's feeling a mite bit peckish.
All right. Well, let's begin. I'll show you first on one of them, and then I'll let one of you try, and we'll, if you need help, I'll step in.
Right. So she unpetrifies one of the stone people standing in the formation. A young orc, who by the looks of it was petrified in a laying down position. They're laid out on the floor. Despina gives the magic to unpetrify them. Zero, you go through the process of using the protection from evil spell to expel the aberrant material from their body. The two orcs watch on with a mixture of terror and amazement at the sight of this other orc vomiting the green fluids into a bucket with a small gelatinous cube inside. That sort of gratefully seemingly gratefully slurps up the green goo flowing into the bucket.
Do we have to be concerned about that gelatinous cube now? Do you think, Zero?
We should be concerned about any gelatinous cubes, Alice.
But I mean, being infected with those.
I don't know. Keep an eye on it. If it sprouts tentacles, we can. It's only small.
One of the orcs like nervously looks over. Is it tentacles?
Were you not here in the city when this happened?
I'm out of town.
Ah, well, all these people were poisoned with a this
They were poisoned. As far as we know, they were
poisoned by this eldritch kind of aberrant stuff, and it mutates.
You're saying a lot of words I don't understand.
That's fine. They don't.
It will turn these people into monsters. Mindless monsters.
Zombies? Do you know the term zombie?
Zombies?
Well,
Not zombies.
yes, kind of, but more like mindless creatures that
Green
hunger for
stuff,
flesh,
bad.
that grow tentacles and perform activities on people, like death. Actually, we don't know what these things actually do to people. We usually
Pretty good
kill
at
them.
murdering.
We usually kill them before anything carries on, by the sounds of it. So you've got nothing to worry about.
Anyway, would you like to try? Be right here. Guide you through every step of the way.
I think I may need
That's
to
a problem.
commune. This is new magic for me.
Okay. What about you?
The other one nods in concordance. They need to
Wait.
they need a rest and a prayer before they can commit to the spell.
All right. Well, for now, just watch me, and I'll do as many as I can. And then tomorrow you guys will try it.
How many,
Alice is going to take a short rest, if possible.
how many charges do you have? 0?
8.
8? Wait, 8? Did you say 8?
I've got 8 spell slots.
Oh, right, yeah, because you can use your higher level ones. I was like, fuck. I thought it was like 8 level 1 spell slots. Cool.
No.
Well, yeah, over the next hour, 2 hours, Despina begins unpetrifying people one by one as you expel the aberrant material from their bodies. Despina seems quite impressed and amazed.
Tell me, how did you come up with this method?
Well, actually, I saw somebody else do it, and they taught me. So I'm just passing this knowledge along.
Well, it is lucky for all these people that you came.
Well,
Rest of
now we just need to
council-
make sure it doesn't happen again.
Yes, of course.
We really need to interrogate the foreman.
Believe me, she's being interrogated right now.
Well, we really need to know what she knows so that we can track down where this came from. Otherwise,
with the
this
source.
will happen again, and it could happen here.
Yes, I will do what I can. I should actually go now. See what is happening
mu-
there. Please
How much
keep
do you trust
a
the
low
other?
profile.
How much do you trust?
Indeed, such a it's okay.
How much do you trust the other council members?
With my life.
Right. Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that. Hey.
Does she sound reliant? I'm just doing insight on her saying like she sounded really weird when she said she has to go. So
I
She
think
being-
because she said she was going to deal with us, and if she's gone for a long time, it will be suspicious.
what, is that what I insighted, Josh?
Oh,
Yeah,
did you actually roll?
she seems
Yeah,
genuine.
Nat
She's
20.
Going to see
She's
how
on?
the interrogation is going.
Okay, cool. That's cool.
Please keep a low profile. Council will want to believe I've either had you killed or had you run out of town. So perhaps stay at the
One
tavern.
last question. Well, can we just stay here?
I have no objections to that if that's what you wish.
Well, that way we won't be seen walking about town. We're not exactly innocuous.
Yes, very well then. You may stay here. I will have some food delivered.
But yeah, how is all of this not enough kind of credibility for us to kind of be justified in our presence to the council? We brought you the culprit, got a witness, I pointed at Ignoc's petrified body, who will corroborate that, and we're curing the victims. Like, how much more do we need?
You must understand this. This is not personal. Old hatreds run deep from the war.
So,
But I will.
Fair enough.
I will speak to them. Leave it with me.
Okay, thank you very much for your help.
She exits. We'll say it is around 7 p.m. Is there anything you'd like to do with the evening?
Keep an eye on the gelatinous cubes that ate up the green gunk. But not Zero specifically. Someone else can watch them. They're far too
I would
creepy.
like to watch them. And I would like to experiment.
Okay.
If I cut a piece off a gelatinous cube, A, does it get mad with me? And B, does the cut off piece move around and function as
Wait, so you cut off a piece of one of the cubes in the bucket?
just a tiny little corner?
Alright. It makes like it quivers and makes like a small high-pitched whine as you're like cutting it off, and it just seems to be it's as though you're just carving flesh off something else.
Ew.
What if I cut one in half?
You want to cut one in half?
How many are there? Is it just two?
There is 2 buckets, yeah.
Nah, it's alright. It's alright.
Okay. Alright, well, if there's nothing else you guys want to do with the evening, you can long rest.
Stay nice and comfy in our hidey hole.
Yeah.
It's
Some
not the worst place we slept.
a bucket of jewel stew is sent you guys shortly later in the evening, as well as a few flagons of ale
That's nice of them.
and fresh water.
Coffee. Ronan really misses coffee. He can't wait to get back to not drum.
Not drum. Alright, so the next morning, Despina arrives early. There's a knock on the front door. She enters with the 2 orcs from the day before.
I believe they are ready to attempt the procedure themselves.
Excellent. That's alright. Don't worry. I'll be talk you through it every step of the way. Before you know it, you can do this with your eyes closed.
As they're preparing for it, she sort of pulls you aside, Zero, with the other 3 of the party.
After a great many creative persuasion spells and core spewed the same story you told me. About the man, the dragon mark. She
Did she have any specific?
She claims that he offered her a way to improve productivity at the grist mill. The troll that could produce special meat. Gave her a serum to administer to the troll.
Yep. That tracks pretty closely with everything we've found. Did she know about where he came from, or where he went, or anything at all about him?
She only that he approached her out in the moors outside of the city. He was aware that she was the foreman. Somehow he had access to information about our infrastructure.
Well, what people would have that information? Can we narrow down who he might be, conspiring with?
I don't know. The gristmill has a lot of employees. It's hard to tell.
Also, about a question about the moors. Is there like some kind of flying creature that lives out there? It makes like a high, like shrieking kind of banshee-like noises.
You mean like a bird?
No, more like a screech, like higher.
I'm not too sure without hearing it. There are many wild things in Drum that make many noises.
You can probably imitate it, right, Sarah?
I like turn and I look at Rook, and then look at Alice, and like,
What? You want me to imitate a noise?
I mean, if you can.
yeah, you heard it.
I didn't actually. I'm pretty sure I didn't.
Everybody did. It was deafening, wasn't it?
Yeah, everybody heard it.
Oh, well, I thought... No,
I wasn't sure if you were pretending that you didn't hear it, so you then just like exit the conversation, or if you... But yeah, Alice did.
No. No, I thought I rolled too low to hear it, but I can give it a go. How's a 7?
It's like, you know, imagine like Flanders screaming about purple drapes. Like, ah! Purple drapes! It's like-
Was that
Excellent.
accurate?
It's just like you just make a human scream, with a higher pitched human scream, which is what it sounded like. It's just like,
Are you sure it wasn't a human being murdered or something?
Well, honestly, now that...
No, because it was like tracing a path around us, and then went away, like very quickly.
A running, screaming human.
It was very fast.
Very fast running, streaking human.
That's okay. Don't worry. We'll keep.
Someone could have possibly casted haste on them, or see where you're getting at.
Yes,
Hmm?
yes, sorcery.
Sarah
I'm just-
gives Alice the side eye, like, why are you entertaining this?
She shrugs. She's just like, fun.
That's alright, we'll figure that out later. We've got
Yes.
more important things.
Back to the point. Although I will keep an ear out for any fast screaming humans.
That are hasted.
That are hasted, yes. But I don't believe Bells and Core is lying to us at this point. She's endured too much pain.
So what will happen to her now? Does
Remains to be seen.
what are Drum's avenues for what's the word I'm looking?
Justice.
Atoning for their crimes.
She will be administered to our law system. Time will tell. Sadly, I think her ambitious nature has been turned against her.
Yes, well, it sounds like she just genuinely made a mistake in trusting the wrong person.
Perhaps.
If she's telling the truth, that is.
Or was that-
Otherwise,
nah, but if that was the case, she must have known.
well,
Why would she have locked down the grist mill and tried to murder us when we arrived? And then
That
again
is-
when we went to her house.
that there is a fair point.
I think she knows something else that she's not divulging.
Hmm.
Panic may
Work
be
at her. Possibly.
I mean, what punishment is she facing in the Dramish judicial system?
You put her down like a dog.
Did she know that if she... I don't know. I'm just a visitor here.
most likely death.
Yeah, what a... Well, I suppose that might be just. We can't really judge, can we?
Is it possible that we might be able to speak with her before such time?
I can try.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Anyway, we zero gestures at like the terracotta army of people.
Yes.
Lots to do.
Yes, I will leave you to it.
Well, no, we kind of need you to unpetrify them.
Yes, I meant I would leave you to the curing while I do the
You spend the day overseeing the two orc shaman. They seem to
Shamai.
Shamai.
Shaman.
They seem to have competently grasped the protection from evil spell.
Nice.
By the end of the day, they're able to even themselves manage to begin to cure these sick people. As day goes on, Rook, you feel a small vibration in your pocket. There's a small hum
Love on the bathroom floor.
as the sending
This is
stone,
robot dick.
as the sending stone that is connected to Parker
Oh.
injects a message into your brain.
Ba-da-dun-dun, ba-da-dun-dun, ba-da-dun-dun-dun.
Listen.
Uh,
Hello?
let me just make sure. It's 25 words, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe.
Chet was very good at counting it. you're, you're right there, Justin. Is that a hot boy?
Yeah, 25 words or less.
They came back, then left. Northeast. There's been a development. We're heading to Shan. Meet us there.
Oh,
Drunken Dragon.
That's it.
I'll respond. Okay, Drunken Dragon. I'll respond. Tell me tomorrow when you get to Shan. When you will get to Shan.
Okay.
We'll be back ASAP.
Alright, does anybody want to... Anyone who's not assisting with the curing procedure want to do anything with the day / evening.
If they don't want us outside, there's not much we can do. Is there any way to learn another cantrip apart from through a feat?
No, just leveling up. Yeah.
Lame, but alright, yeah, fair enough.
Ciro will ask what's going to happen to Ignor. He gets unpetrified.
Yeah, he will be free to go.
Good.
As everyone is unpetrified, the matter will be considered resolved.
Oh, you're a wizard. I'm pretty sure cantrips can
I'm
be...
a wizard, Josh.
If you find a scroll, like a scroll with a cantrip on it, that could be scribed to your book.
Mm. Yeah, I'm just looking to see if I can get a ranged cantrip. At the moment, I'm just sitting around a whole bunch of non-ranged cantrips. Something like Firebolt, possible. Yeah, how much would that cost as a scroll if I can find possibly a scroll of Firebolt or Light, or both?
Like to buy the scroll?
Yeah, how much do you think that would cost?
I'm not sure.
Well, if there's no tag for it, it's clearly free.
Are you gonna hit up all the
I think
salvos?
it just
like,
depends what level, like what item level cantrip scrolls are. So if it's common, it's like roughly 50 gold pieces.
I'll have a look.
It's uncommon. I think it's 500 gold pieces. Rare is 5,000. Yeah, sweet. If nobody, does anybody have anything they want to do throughout the day or / evening?
I mean, if I can find this, that's something that I would do. Go to a magic shop and buy this. We don't need to roleplay it. I'm okay if we do.
The people in town are not exactly known for their scribing abilities, so.
That's not a dig at the people who drum. It just doesn't happen that often.
25 gold pieces, apparently.
Oh, there you go.
But also the people in drama are fucking stupid. I mean,
There it comes. All right. Well, I will buy a scroll of each. And I'll need to buy ink.
No,
worth
like
that much.
the scrolls aren't available in Vralket.
Oh, they're just not available. Okay,
Yeah.
okie dokie, artichoke. I'll have to wait till we get back to Shan.
they might have a pictogram version of it.
Possibly. Are there any hieroglyphics?
Like the waterbending scroll, the guitar.
Yeah.
Shows you how to do it.
It's alright. I'll just wait.
Alright.
Unless there's a wizard in town. Maybe a shaman. Or
There's
something similar.
not at the moment. No.
Okay. I'll heavily distract the two that are trying to cure people to get their spells off their books. I'm kidding. Leave it. Alright.
Alright, so next, anyone can long rest if they need to. And next day, are you going to stay in the warehouse again?
Mm.
Are we done curing all the people?
No, because there's...
I suppose technically we don't need to be here anymore.
Yeah, well, at the next day, it seems like the orcs have got a grip on it and will be able to do it themselves.
Fantastic. Well, it sounds like we're going to be heading back to your guys' hometown.
Next morning, Rook, you get another sending from Parker.
Should be arriving back in Shan in about 3 days. At the most.
How long roughly will it take us to get back to Shan if we took the sea route?
It is 3 days from Vralkek to Shan by boat.
I think we need to...
Fucking no!
I think we need to visit a certain tavern and talk to a certain bunch of kobolds.
I mean, Unless you want to ride all the way back, Zero, but that's going to take us weeks.
I think
Sorry,
it's time for him to find his sea legs.
Josh, is it alright if I just retro something real quick?
Hmm?
The previous night, could I have asked Ronan... actually, I just want to... I would like to roleplay this, if that's alright, but just do something too.
Yeah, go for it.
Ronan, mate, just...
Yeah.
I'm about to go to sleep. Can you wake up in like 30 seconds after I fall asleep?
Wake you up in 30 seconds if you fall asleep.
If you... Well, I'm about to try and go to sleep now, but can you just
Yeah.
watch over me and just wake me up as soon as I go to sleep?
Okay, sure. Like straight away, like seconds, half a second,
I mean,
seconds.
as soon as I go into like... You can
Okay.
tell that I'm like properly asleep, right?
Do you want me to shake you out? Do I
Yeah,
speak
shake
shake?
me out.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I can
like,
slap
prob-
you if you like.
Just
Okay.
until I wake up. Just keep going until I wake up.
Okay,
What about a
gotcha.
bucket of water?
That will work perfectly.
What about a bucket full of gelatinous
But
puke?
he's asked me to do this. This is our thing. You guys fuck off, okay?
I could hit you with the back of the flat end of my rapier.
No.
I'd rather not have a bruise. Or
It's alright. You'll be asleep. You won't know who's done it. All right. No.
I mean, okay, all right. And I would like to try and fall asleep holding the Ulker.
Okay.
The dream.
And I would like to wake up as soon as I think.
I like to
Okay.
wake up Rook as soon as I think he's asleep.
Rook, so the four of you lay down the rest. Rook, as you doze off into blackness, and you awaken upon the ruined hill, back on the coastline once again. That's with the tower once again, looking as though it was built the day before. Weather is fine. Smell of salt, sea salt on the air, and the greenery growing nearby. And then you hear a voice echoing in your head. Ronan's going, "Rook, Rook, wake up!" You get shaken awake.
All right.
Are you okay?
Shit. Yeah, thanks, mate. I wasn't sure if I would go back to the same place when I fell asleep with the dream key.
What do you mean go back to the same place?
Well, I mean, last
Do you
time I had it.
sleepwalk? Have you started sleepwalking? Ronan, has he started sleepwalking?
No, he hasn't started sleepwalking.
I mean,
But the
last
fact
time
that you should know this.
I woke up where I fell asleep, right? I wasn't sure if I would just wake up in Vralkek somewhere, and whether the things in that place would be hostile to me.
And were you in the same place?
No, I found myself back on the coastline in that tower that we found the giant in.
Was your friend there? Or did I wake up before you got to speak to him?
I didn't get to see.
Did you want to wake you up again, or are you going back to sleep for reals this time?
Well, that was more of an experiment. I think I've got to wrap my head around it a bit more before I head back there.
That's
But
fair.
it's good to know I can get back there whenever I like.
Good. Well, I'm going to head to sleep.
Alright.
Alright.
Gets message. Ah, okay. 3 days.
So, next day, yeah, what are you guys doing with the day?
Finding the kobolds. We know exactly what we need to do.
Yeah, go back to the tavern, I guess.
Alright.
Time to leave.
You head down to the Croak and Squealer.
Ooh.
Where's me tavern music?
See your rocket.
And the Slaughter Docks.
It's just sounds of a slaughterhouse. Sirenscape, what are you doing?
Right, you enter the Crooked Squealer. Yes?
I may want to do a retcon as well. That day that we stayed inside the barn,
Yes.
did you want me to cast Continue Flame on something?
Are you asking me?
No, I'm asking the party. Because who wanted something that had Continue Flame on? And that was Kyle.
It's just a good idea, like, to have a flame, right?
I suppose I was just wondering. We just need to get hold of a ruby, that's all.
Can't help you there, mate. I'll pull out my bag of gems.
Fishes
I
it
only
through.
got these shitty ones.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, if anyone comes up, it's an option that we have.
I don't think I have any rubies though.
Anyway.
So you enter the Crooked Squealer during breakfast service. Fresh chewel is being served up, as per the usual lately. Rockhead sees the four of you entering. Gives you a friendly wave.
Hello.
Well, good morning, governors. Haven't seen you for a few days.
Yep, we're on lockdown for a little bit. Apologies. The kobolds that you had here. Do you know where they might be?
Captain
The ones that weren't
Philippe's
paying their
crew.
bill. Captain Philip.
Would you be referring to those drop kicks? He points up into the mezzanine
Yes.
areas. It looks like there's one kobold passed out on the table, with his hand like hanging over the edge. Two of the others sleeping soundly underneath the table, spooning each other.
That would be them. Oh, what's their bill at this point, by the way?
Captain's got it all bought and paid for.
Oh, fantastic. And Alice will start wandering upstairs.
Can I get you anything?
A lager. Light one if you can. It is only, 9 o'clock in the morning. And yeah, Alice will wander upstairs to go find the queue.
Alright, you find the captain exiting his room at the end of the hall.
Captain!
Oh, well, good morning. Alice, was it?
Well, it was Alice. Lovely to meet you. She holds out her hand.
Oh, my pleasure.
I was wondering, when were you thinking of leaving here and heading back towards Shan? We were curious if we could join you.
We'll actually be leaving a few hours from now.
Well, isn't that a thing?
Zero's down, like, in the lower gallery, like, just saying a little prayer, be like, please, leaving in a week, please, leaving in a week.
From what I've heard from the other two, Zero needs to grow his sea legs, so this could work out for all of us.
No!
Well, you and your company are most welcome aboard.
No worries. Payment for riding, what would be an agreeable amount?
Oh, we're heading back to Shan anyway, so no payment necessary. However,
Are you sure?
I do expect you'll help out on board.
Oh, in what kind of manner?
Well, we'll probably be throwing down the nets here and there. Doing a little bit of fishing.
Spot of fishing. Ah,
That's right.
excellent. Something that I have yet to discover or do. But certainly, if you're willing to have us, then we'll be willing to help you.
Well, all right then. You meet me down at the docks 2 hours from now.
Fantastic. And the name of the ship, just so we know where to meet. Like, I don't know the ship, so.
Oh, the Sea Bitch.
The Sea Bitch. Fantastic. She wanders back downstairs. Well, I have, yes, we might have to help out with the spot of the fishing, but he agrees that Zero should have sea legs.
No! And Zero, like, headbutts the table.
It's funny, the cadence of that creature. It's so alluring.
Well, let's go this way, Zero.
I don't know how anyone would be able to resist a accent like that.
Calm as a bitch.
Yes,
What?
quite. The ship is known as the Sea Bitch, if you guys weren't aware.
What?
What? Sorry, Zero. Fantastic.
Zero just rests his head back on the table. Has a little cry.
Alice pats you on the back. It's like, get used to the idea of not moving ground. I'm kind of excited. I've never been on a ship before. I've been on like ferries and small riverboats, but nothing to the size of a tidal ship.
I mean, neither have I, but that doesn't mean I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I don't really care for it, to be honest.
Really?
Well, I mean, it's a combination of moving up and down a lot for a while,
And then if you go overboard, you go straight down.
and then
Yeah,
you
their
get to
last
Shan at
captain
the
got eaten by a giant crab.
It's the
Swallowed
thrill of it,
whole.
isn't it? It's the thrill of it, isn't it?
No. No, Alice.
Well, I mean, I kind of know how to swim, but I'm not sure about the rest of you. I presume New City folk maybe not. I didn't
No,
think
it's the
Not
giant.
approved.
It's the giant crabs that are not the swimming.
Crabs. You know, sea tails and all this kind of stuff. It will be fine, Zero. You have nothing to worry about. I'm sure there is nothing that, let's say, pull it out of the air, some sort of DM would have prepared for a sea voyage to attack us on a ship while clearly showing off his moving water boat fight scenes. Nothing like that's going to happen.
Well, probably not, Alice, because that's a very specific example.
It is a
But
very
something
specific
bad
example.
is going to happen.
I mean, something bad always happens, doesn't it?
Exactly.
luck just seems to
I
follow us
always say
around.
that we shouldn't do it because
No,
something
just-
bad's going to happen, and something bad always happens.
Life just throws us challenges and we go past them. It's how we grow and become better at what we do. Honestly, I wouldn't mind trying
where are
giant
you living?
crab meat. Yeah, so in a few hours. As you can see, pointing upstairs, crew is quite busy as of late. So we'll probably just follow them down. I think that'd be the best idea.
Alright, so you wait around. Captain descends to the mezzanine area for breakfast a few minutes later with the rest of the crew. You hear them talking amongst themselves, and you hear a few of the goblins begin pointing it down at Zero, and they seem to be exclaiming something to each other, like "Whoa! Whoa!"
Hello.
Got your sea legs ready?
I haven't made any sea legs yet.
It's a term for. Don't worry. Just follow them. Like you said, it's quicker by boat than it is over land.
They finish up breakfast,
but-
and you all, as a group, head down to the docks, where the sea bitch awaits you, as you remember it last time.
What are we going to do about our moorbounders?
Just leave them. They're fine. Oh, actually, can we try and flog them?
Can't they just come on the ship?
Fine, they're coming to Shan with us. As long as like exotic beasts or such. Have they got like reins and stuff on them? Like, yeah, they've got like saddles and stuff.
Yeah, they do.
I think Alice will lead hers. They had a tricky life together the past week or so. She'll lead it out if it allows it, and take it to the city gates. Give it a small pat, take off the reins, and just let it free outside the gates.
Roll a handle animal check.
Oh god.
Or animal handle.
All right, I won't do that. Change of plans. Ho! Ready? Chew, chew.
It gives you like a big lick.
Everyone.
Up the side of the face.
Choo-choo.
And it turns around and bounds off into the distance.
Oh, be free.
You see it
I
suddenly.
just feels right about that.
You see it suddenly change direction as a bird flies low overhead, and it banks north in pursuit of the bird.
That thing is gonna eat a small child.
You're not there, Zero. And I would ignore you anyway. And walks back inside. And yeah, she'll head over to the sea bitch when everyone's ready.
Is everyone else releasing their moorbounders, or?
Not
Not
No,
if we
no,
can
no.
just if we can take him on
Can
the
we sell them?
ship, no. Can we take him on the ship?
You want to take it to a heavily populated metropolitan area where they cut 3 beasts that
Not to mention-
usually hunt for themselves each night?
It'd be a
Not to mention
pretty
have them
good
on a ship
distraction.
where they can't swim on open ocean.
I will give mine to Rockhead, if he would like it.
Oh.
Well, you're giving me your moorbounder.
Yeah, you can do whatever you like with him. You can kill him, eat him, sell him, ride him, whatever. It's up to you. Just say thank you for everything. And the fact that I can't take it with me.
Well, all right then. All right. Well, you lot are being quite pleasant to have around, and you're welcome here at the Crooked Squealer anytime.
Thank you very much.
He takes a 5-foot step back and sticks out his arm for a handshake.
Put it there.
I love that that's canon for all bugbears.
Yes!
Good to see you, Rockhead. And good luck.
What about the other
Says
two?
my
of you?
goodbyes.
Oh, God. I think okay, after actually putting some thought into it, I will sell my moorbounder. I'm not just going to give it away.
Boo. Moorbounders are friends, not sold for slavery.
No, I'll sell it to the first person that's going to buy it, regardless of what they want to do.
Regardless of intention. The other moorbounder, so we can eat it.
Yeah.
A horse. Same price as a horse.
So that's 75 gold pieces. In the book.
Yep. 75. You pick up 75 gold pieces for it.
Nice.
Ciro will also attempt to sell his.
All right. Yeah, you sell yours to the same buyer for 75 gold pieces. A single goblin
Gold is
who
worthless.
grabs hold of both of their reins. At the conclusion of the deal, both moorbounders take off up the street, dragging him behind on the cobblestones.
Suck shit.
Alright. To the bitch of the sea.
Right, and away. So, that's my open water music.
Open water music! To Korth.
Oh, there it is.
Oh. That changed it, like, perfectly. Now, I have one question for you, Mr. Pestilly. Wait, not Pestilly, one thing, Mr. Pesh. That's another YouTuber. Mr. Pesh. Armor and water.
Hmm?
I was trying to find rules about it before, and apparently it just reduces your speed. But I want to know how you imagine armor and being out on open water.
In what way? What do you mean? You mean
In
like
what ways, if I'm
if you jump
is
into
it-
the
if
water with
I'm-
armor?
if I'm wearing my mithril half plate,
Right.
am I going to sink?
Mithril, isn't it supposed to be super light?
It's 20 pounds, so it's not that light. It's still like what? That's like 14 What is it?
kilos.
Oh god, not.
9 kilos.
It is 18 kilos. So it's about half.
For 20 pounds.
40 pounds, I said.
Oh, 40 pounds. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
heavy.
still 40.
It would also depend on the conditions of the water, like if it was choppy or still, whether an athletics check would be required to swim.
I'll probably get disadvantage or something like that.
You wouldn't
Well,
just sink like a stone.
Alice, when we get on the ship, depending where it is, she will remove her half plate.
Okay. Alright, so the 3-day
Either-
trip from Vralkek back to Shan. So Captain Philip keeps it pretty close to the coastline.
Does anyone get seasick?
You do.
Oh, you tell me.
Bitch, you don't know that.
I feel like I do with that.
What?
16, insight check. I think you are.
That's not how it works, man. That's not what insight is.
I know how to Dungeons and or Dragons. Thank you very much.
You clearly need to roll.
And I've lost
Stealth.
everyone on the thing.
Alright, so the first day of sailing through
Bye, Adam.
Manta Bay.
We lost Adam. Rest in peace, my sweet, sweet prince.
The Discord crashed.
Hello?
Hello.
I'm back. What kind of deity did you call upon me?
The sea bitch.
Hello there.
Alright, so the first day of sail across Manta Bay along the coastline passes by fairly uneventfully. Weather like today is still completely overcast with the occasional drizzle.
It's pretty good for a first day.
In the afternoon, the crew begins to drop nets into the water. Seemingly more so to test out and just see what is around, as they won't be arriving in Shan for another 2 days. But they catch a decent feed for the evening in the galley. And nothing terrible happens to anyone. Everyone can long rest.
Oh. I like when that happens. That's nice.
Yeah, thank God.
Scattered clouds, but mostly clear the next day, but slightly chilly, 11 degrees.
Ooh.
You can see in the distance, towards the southwest, a raging storm brewing over the Thunder Sea. Not coming towards you, but black clouds and crackling lightning in the distance. Early in the morning, Captain Phillips standing on deck, looking towards the east, up this bay. Goes up into Breland. That's the bay where we got attacked by giant crab. Captain lost his life.
Well, maybe it's a good idea to avoid it and sail on past.
I agree.
Rest in peace, Cat.
The crew all
You
sort
said
of
that you-
assemble on the starboard side, port side of the boat. Or the captain takes off his hat. The rest of the crew all take off their hats and hold them over their hearts as they pass the bay.
Alice will walk to the side of the ship. Remember what they said about sea gods. Reaches into her purse and pulls out 11 gold pieces and throws it into the ocean in a sign of respect.
What a waste of gold.
Shut up, you.
Just saying.
I know, but shut up. mourning. Not everything has a price on it. Sometimes just, respecting the dead has its own price. You never know.
Yeah, but
Captain Philip puts his
never-
hat back on. May the Devourer carry Captain Crocus to dollar and beyond.
He needs $1. $1. $1 is all he needs.
Go about your business, all. Back to your posts.
I'll just return around. Sometimes, although your faith or your beliefs may not, intermingle with somebody else's, it doesn't mean that you can't show signs of respect.
Yeah, I'm not saying don't show signs of respect, but I'm just saying, like, take your hat off like the captain did. Don't bloody throw away 11 gold.
Honestly, I've got. She puts a hand in her pocket, just grabs a random handful of gold and throws it into the ocean. It's like, it means nothing to me at this point.
Oh, you're killing me, Alice.
She puts her hand back in there again. She goes, ah.
Oh.
I'm gonna just take off another 10 gold.
Are you gonna throw a third set of gold in the ocean?
No, I'm just gonna take
Okay.
off 10 gold as that second handful. It means nothing.
I was gonna say, I would have stopped you if you tried to throw away more gold.
This obsession with gold.
It's not an obsession. I mean, it's just like
Alice,
you need it to live.
Have you been to Sean?
I've been to... No, actually. I haven't been to Shan.
Very
Well,
expensive.
Once you get to Sean, you'll understand why we are so obsessed with having enough money.
Well, the tax roads and stuff.
You'll see. You'll see.
Alright,
I'm
everyone
just trying
can
to be...
long rest again.
I want a long rest. Down.
Then click the buttons. Boo, boo, doo, 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 doo.
The next morning, as you turn north, up the hilt, goes completely overcast. Temperature drops a few more degrees. Light drizzles return again. Mid-afternoon, up ahead, you see the cliffs of the right hook of the hilt come into view over the horizon. And as you get closer, you see the city of Shan towering off the edge of the cliffs, with its many elevators from Precarious, lifting cargo and people up and down on the docks. Many ships coming and going. Many airships, sky coaches buzzing around like so many little insects up in the sky. Sea Bitch pulls up one of the docks. Same dock, actually, that you guys have grown familiar with. One where Rook murdered a playwright and Ronan once lost his life.
I did that on purpose.
I
Guys.
didn't die on purpose.
You guys breathe a deep breath as you step back up onto the dock.
What a shithole.
Prepare to return to
Alice,
the city of Shan.
redone... Alice
Such a
redons her
shithole.
armor.
You guys are at the docks of Shan, staring up at the great city. Where do you want to go?
Alice has never seen, obviously, a city this big. She's heard stories of Shan. She's heard of, places, this place. And, yeah, she's amazed. Just how on earth does anything get done in a city like this?
Who cares, the shithole? We just gotta get in, get out, snap, let's do it.
No, but seriously, and I presume there's scenes of us walking down streets and she's observing just the chaos of having so many people. And it's like, how is this policed?
No,
How...
Same reason why the smell's there, it just happens.
shithole.
There's no smell.
Seeing...
There is a smell. You just can't smell it 'cause it's so bad.
It's the classic dock smell. Can you smell it? Yeah.
What was
Anyway,
the place that
Drunk dragon.
the Drunk Dragon?
Drunken Dragon.
Then that is where I'll head.
Scene of Zero's brother's murder. The Drunken
Oh,
Dragon
that's
Inn.
Ah, Bro, you're a dick.
Drunken Dragon Inn of the Upper Jura district of Clifftop.
Well, that's where to go.
Oh. Alice wanders in.
Is that where you're going?
Yep.
Alright.
It's been 3 days since like it should be around the same time that we should all be meeting up.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah, roughly, yeah. Cool.
Yeah, let's do it.
You going by foot up to Upper Jura?
How long's it gonna take for us to walk? 3 hours, right?
No, nearly 2 hours.
I'm going to take a lift.
I'm
I'm not sure the others are gonna do.
That is walking.
Ah, is it?
Yeah. Lifts are involved in
How are
walking.
we walking on dry land after 3 days at sea?
I'll just walk then. Let's do it.
Alright, so
Yeah.
the sun begins to set as you arrive in the Upper Jura district of Clifftop. It is 6:15. It is raining out in the exposed upper streets. The overcast sky above, and the sun behind it, throwing an orange hue over the buildings. You move through Clifftop. Life in Shan doesn't seem to have changed in the weeks that you've been away. Upper Jura seems to be busy, and the district of Clifftop at this point in the afternoon, City Watch are changing shifts. Guards are coming and going from their chosen water holes in the barracks. You round the corner towards Drunken Dragon Inn, one of the chain of the Golden Dragon Inns run by House Galanda. And you will cross the threshold.
Oh.
Just a little.
A
Don't
little bit.
worry about the map, like gameplay wise. It's just for a little bit of ambience, you know. Parker, as you
very nice.
you walk in, you see Parker and Rin. Well, there's actually you don't see them at first. You walk out. You walk into the central area with the stairs leading up to the bar, and there's a whistle from up above. Parker and Rin are standing in the mezzanine area up on the second level. Gives you a little salute, and then turns
Alice
around.
will salute back. It's nice to see a friendly face after all this time. No offense, gentlemen, but you know,
Little bit
going on a random adventure.
Yeah, Ronan
with
does. That's
three-
right. Ronan doesn't exactly have a friendly visage, does he?
Alright, firstly, fuck you.
Ronan, do me a favor. Can you smile?
I can smile. I just don't want to right now.
Actually, that's a good point. I don't think I have seen you smile. Have you ever smiled? Do you know how? Does your
There's something to smile about.
not in Shan, is that right? Alice will laugh to herself and head upstairs.
You head upstairs to the mezzanine area. Parker and Rin are sitting at one of the tables. You see him finish talking to one of the servers as you approach. He stands up and gives you all strong handshakes. As well, so does Rin. Like the the half hug handshake, kind of handshake with one hand, hug over the back with the other hand, kind of handshake.
The
Mm.
you son of a bitch.
Yeah, the
you
type.
You son of a bitch.
The you son of a bitch, yeah. It's good to see you all alive.
It's good to see you alive, Parker.
I've ordered
What's
drinks
the,
You again for that?
and food.
Thank you. You really didn't need to.
Rin speaks to you. What's she address? She addresses. She just addresses you all as a group. Tell me, how was Cirilla? Was she helpful?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but yes.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't make contact with Cirilla.
I think we forgot.
Oh, shame. I would have liked to have known how she was.
Well, there was an issue in town that we couldn't really. We got a little bit distracted with. If you
Yeah,
will.
there was. Yeah, sorry. There was another. There was a Zero like lowers his voice a little bit. There was another outbreak in Vrolkek. Kind of reshuffled our priorities somewhat.
Oh, I see. Well, tell me all about it. Drink's coming. So you spend
Well,
the next few minutes. Yeah, you spend the next few minutes filling in Parker
Exposition,
and Rin.
exposition.
About your exploits in Vrolkek and Drum. And then Parker fills you in about his exploits in the last week or so. So, we consolidate ourselves in Ringbriar and send out scouts every day to keep an eye on the fortress. That black airship returned. It looked like they were packing things. Like everything in
Leaving.
It appeared so. All those giant, tanks of green shit they had inside. Saw them getting moved onto the ship. By more than one Titan, too. They packed up
Well, it's
and
good
then
to know that at least they're leaving.
it looked like they left entirely and fucked off. Flew northeast. Then I got a message. Like I said, I was going to reach out to my old contacts in House Beneath. Your black airship. It's in Korth, mate. Capital city of Karnath. Headquarters of the 12. It's like your friend Madani's gone home. And then there's this. He pulls out a newspaper out of his breast pocket and sits it on the table in front of you.
Yay! And you're
It's
right.
like
and then there's no handout.
a recent. No, there's a handout. Don't worry. A recent issue of
Yeah, there is.
a recent issue of the Korenberg Chronicle.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh.
Josh.
Yes.
Oh, this makes me so upset, but also happy.
So yeah, it's the newspaper article speaks of recent strange activity in the city of Korth, the capital city of the northeast nation of Karnath. Cults are seemingly been rumored, at least, to have been kidnapping people, murdering people. A noble family was recently massacred in their own home in a ritualistic fashion. Parker gives you a few minutes to take the article in. You think it could be related?
Zero, like, does the classic, like, old man reading the newspaper. He's like slaps the page where, like, where it says, like, green mucus underneath the thing. He's like, yeah, that's it's definitely them.
Well, alright then. It's Korth. We leave tomorrow.
What's the plan for travel?
Well, we're taking the rail.
Oh wow. Okay.
That should be. How much will the journey cost?
It's not cheap. It's a long journey. Looking at 1,000 gold pieces.
Oh,
Can anyone spot me?
Ronan's gonna look down at your shiny new armor, look back up at your eyes.
Yeah, no, sorry, I can't do that.
Right.
Yet.
Yet.
Might need to find get some more money.
Oh, we're not going to rob a bank. Rook, we are not going to rob a bank.
Is everything all right?
What time tomorrow? What time tomorrow?
First train out. 5 a.m.
Roger that.
You ever been to Korth before?
Well,
you ever been to
Chasm
Karnath?
before?
Of course.
I am not. I'm not been.
I tried to hold that in. I should not have laughed. Yeah.
Got
No,
to it,
no, I haven't.
You're gonna need papers to enter Karnath.
Papers?
They'll let anyone in without traveling papers.
What sort of paper?
Identity papers, reason for entering the nation, that sort of thing.
And what exactly are you guys planning to say?
He sort of like raises his sleeve up to and exposes the dragon mark on his shoulder. But, well, I got a bit of leeway. Dragon marks have a bit easier entry with the 12 being there and all.
Sweet.
Sweet.
All right.
Well, fuck you guys. Hey,
I
you
have,
have this journey without me then.
I have a contact, Ronan. I can organize some papers. I can send a message tonight.
Alright, thank you very much.
We'll still need papers for the other three, but at least we could be a bit more truthful with you lot.
Yeah.
I'm all about truth, baby.
Do we do that thing that people do to get into nightclubs? You know,
alright,
what
we're
their
on
friend
the
doesn't
list.
want to pay? You know what their friend doesn't want to pay, so we quickly rub it on their arm?
Oh, you, when it's wet, you're like,
Sure, that's like the first ever dragon marked Warforged would be cause for alarm. What the fuck?
It's an abomination!
It could happen. It could happen.
Could it?
The mark of death.
We'll have a Corey in
The
my
mark of
mind.
death has appeared once again.
Damn it. Alright, well. Yeah. Shit.
You got a place to stay tonight?
We do.
We should.
We do?
Yes, we should do. Do you have a place to stay tonight?
We're staying here. We're fine. With the others.
Okay. Yep.
Alice kind of cocks her head towards you guys. It's like, who would you be staying with?
We have our own lodging here.
You own real estate?
Yes.
Sure.
Ownership is an abstract
Liberal word that we
concept
don't.
here in Shan.
So is it kind of like, you know, sharing a horse? You buy shares in it, and each of you like take it. Like, I'll have it this weekend. Oh, this person will be.
Well, it's more like you get a house and then you come back to it like a week later and some fucking troll is sitting in it just claiming it for himself.
So it's not your house? Are you?
Well, let's
Well,
just see
it
when we
was
get
our
there.
house when we left. Whether it is still our house now,
Is
depends
yet
whether
to-
that fucking wax-headed little beep beep
Alright,
beep
chill,
beep
chill,
beep
chill, chill,
beep beep.
What? Who is this? What?
Sorry for another time.
Right. So if we're going to this property, are we breaking in?
Well, we shouldn't have to.
Yeah, it's
We
the
should have
shouldn't
to.
part.
Well, we're not gonna know until we get there.
This is like serious, like the idea of breaking into a house, which basically what you guys are making it sound like, really plays on the conscience of Alice.
Yes, but is it really breaking and entering when it's your house?
But I don't even know if it is your house. By the sounds of it, you guys have taken this house from somebody else, lived there for a bit, and now somebody else has moved in. I'm not sure about the cultures of Shan, but I know
We
that...
never said that someone else had moved in.
Oh my god.
Alright. Well, I suppose I can't really complain unless I know the full story.
Right, we'll meet you at Terminus, first light.
See you there.
I mean, we still, as we walk up and like leave the table, so we still have the issue of, you know, purchasing tickets.
I've got that. I think we got that covered.
Do we?
Ronan would like to go to the bazaar, please.
Oh, you want to go to the bazaar?
I do want to go to the bazaar. Is that okay?
Yeah, you can go to the bazaar.
Ah, lad.
That's a bit strange to go there.
So, is everyone going to the bazaar, or the rest of you going home and Ronan's going to the bazaar?
I kind of want to see Banksy.
Ronan's going to suggest that for Zero not to come see Banksy and to go to the apartment with Alice.
Well, no, because Alice wants to see the city.
Alright, well then.
She's more than happy to see. She's very interested in the extent of the law here. Being a lawful neutral character, she's very interested in the idea of, you know, how law enforcement even works here. And bureaucracy, and she's, you know.
Okay. So
And also bazaar sounds like fun. She's
everybody's
We're
going,
all
to the
going
bazaar?
to the bazaar.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
everyone is going to the Strange.
So you descend down to Middle Jura. It is now dark as you enter the bazaar down below. You see it's busy. The night market's kicked off. Not so much impacted by the rain down here. A lot of it is indoors. You move through the bazaar. So are you specifically looking for anything, you guys, or are you
No, so, yeah, well, Ronan's going to beeline for our fence, because he's about to sell a shitload of stuff.
okay.
What's his name?
I've gone blank, it's been so long.
Starts with an S.
Sundry.
Sundry.
Sundry!
Alright, so you're heading to Sundries?
Yes.
Alright. Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen Sundry, so I'll bring his portrait up. There you go. Alright, so you see he's still open. As you enter the shop, the little bell jingles. Sundry looks like he's in the midst of packing up. Aye, about to pack up. Oh, you lot. Banksy's mob. I'll see you for a while.
Who's Banksy?
How's it going, mate?
Oh, not bad, you know. How'd things pan out with that diamond thing there, rookie?
The diamond thing.
Yeah, you remember you
Well,
woke,
I'm here, so.
you woke me up in the middle of the night all in a fluster. Need a diamond,
Right.
someone's dead.
Yeah, it felt like bloody ages ago that happened, eh?
Someone died?
Yeah,
I did.
Ronan died.
Well,
Ronan, you died?
Yeah, I died, yeah.
technically. I mean, as you can see, Sundry's alright now, so yeah, all worked out fine, mate.
Oh, fantastic.
Wish I had another one, but that's
Well,
alright.
I'm Sundry, by the way. He sort of waves to Alice, like
Oh, hi Sundry, my name is Alice.
takes off
Lovely to meet you.
takes off his cap and gives you a little half bow. Right, so
Well, Sundry,
is this a friendly visit or is this business?
business for me.
Oh,
I found some of these on my travels.
let's
And he's
get
just
to
going to
it
dump
then.
a bag full of gemstones on the counter.
Hey, whoa, hey, oh yeah, oh.
I'll also dump my bag of gemstones on
Hey!
the counter.
You lot, you been robbing people?
No, well, no, robbing places, you know, abandoned places.
He puts,
Alice will place.
he puts on his little gem examining monocle thing and holds up one of the gems. Robin Decani vaults by the look of it. All right.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
So I have the list of the ones I have. Just want me to send it to you, Josh.
Don't send it to me. Just like they should have the value on them if you put them on. Is the list on D&D Beyond, or did you just write them down?
No, so they're in my inventory on my account sheet.
Okay, sweet. Well, there'll be a value attached to them, so you can just exchange them for what the value is.
Oh, okay, sweet
Aw.
as.
You're a nicer DM than me.
Yeah, I know a Decani
Even-
cut when I see one. Been a while.
Yes. Alice is trying to work out if this was one of the gifts that was given to them by the
By the kobolds?
by the kobolds or not.
Some of them were. Yeah.
Okay.
Some of them you got from the vault down in under the Decani vault.
Right,
Some
that's
were
it.
from the kobolds. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Alice
remember,
would be less suspicious then.
Yeah. I remember the kobolds did live in a Decani ruin too. So.
True. All right. All suspicions aside, Alice is just beaming.
Right, well, plenty of value here for these, and of course, thank you for thinking of me. Is there anything else I could do for you while you're here?
Can you evaluate this for me? I'm gonna pull out the bronze crown that Cathelrax had.
What is this?
All the gems have been taken out, by the way.
Yeah,
I
he's
tried them all out.
He kind of like gives it a little like half like scowl as he notices like these empty like slots where the gemstones were once. He's like, oh, it's a little damage.
My bag. All the gems are right there if you want to repair it. Except for...
All right.
Did it have pearls in it?
No, the pearls were just like a bracelet that
No.
you found.
Yeah.
Right. Well, this is very nice. Goblin make by looks of it. Bronze. Shameful bronze, not glorious gold or mediocre silver, just shameful bronze. So I'll give you, shall we say 150 gold pieces for the crown. Convert
Alright.
shameful bronze to glorious gold. There you go.
Alright, I'll give it to him.
So my gems equated to 2,140 gold pieces.
Sweet, he's happy with
Bro.
that. You can take them
Sweet.
in whatever coinage you wish. Platinum is probably best.
Copper.
I'll take platinum, thank you.
Yeah, mine came out to 1,500, Josh.
Yeah,
Wow.
sweet.
I'm still holding on to one pearl.
Right, shower me with riches tonight, you lads are.
Sundry, is it? Sundry.
Sundry, yeah.
Do you happen to have any spell scrolls? You seem like a peddler of...
Not really my thing
Magical
unless
items.
someone's robbed
Okay,
a
okay.
wizard, you know? Plenty of places in
I'm
Sharm where
sorry,
you can pick those up.
Robbed? What do you mean by robbed?
Well, you know,
Robbed,
when someone takes a property from somebody that they don't own.
Wait. What is exactly you do here?
He takes
Well,
like
he sells things.
he takes a nervous step back from the counter for a second, like side glances and then looks back. She's a cop.
Yeah, Alice is like straightening up.
You guys are boy city
No,
guard right down here. What?
Not
Nah,
she
she's
doesn't
not.
have any
She's a bar.
jurisdiction here.
It's a bar wench that we found back in Whoop Whoop.
She just punches you in the arm after saying that.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Come on, Ronan, it's not called whoop whoop.
No, it's not whoop whoop. I am not a bar wench. I am a marshal.
Well, stop embarrassing us in front of our friend.
A friend who's clearly involved with illegal activities here.
No,
And
he's
who
not.
just
Everything he does is
gave me money
perfectly
to give you a ticket to go where we're going. So you gotta take one or the other, you know? You can't. Do you wanna come on the trip?
Alice just kind of accepts the position she's in.
Look,
And walks
Alice,
out.
there's nothing untoward here.
I understand the
just
treasures we found
resells-
are... Like, I understand the treasures we found and were given by the kobolds were a gift or, you know,
Yeah, but Sundry
unclaimed.
doesn't steal from anyone.
He doesn't procure things. People come to him with objects,
Right, strictly a middleman.
To
and
sell,
he
which
buys
were...
them and sells them back on.
But these objects aren't acquired by legal means, aren't they?
Does that matter?
It does.
I mean, it doesn't.
Rookie,
Sandra's not the one
Rookie, may I just stop you there? Maybe we should stop talking now until you've introduced Alice to our friend Banksy.
Banksy?
Probably a good idea.
Good idea.
Oh, you're gonna love him.
Anyway, thanks for everything, Sandry. Really appreciate that.
No
I'll keep
worries.
my eye out for more
Good to
gens.
see you're all feeling better too. Hopefully I haven't caught anything off you.
No, we're good. Thank you for the diamonds.
Yeah.
Really helped Rook out.
All right then. Well, have a lovely evening.
As
You too.
As we walk out the door, as soon as we're out of the entrance, it's like Alice turns to you and says, "Who the fuck are you guys?"
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean exactly that.
We're,
was
we're
clearly
here to
some
save,
sort
we're,
of-
we're saving the world.
Yes, but that doesn't mean you need to go around breaking laws and doing
I'm
illegal
sorry, is it
activities
illegal?
to do so.
Is it illegal to sell goods to a merchant?
Well, I don't know. We just walked into somewhere that acquires illegal goods from such people.
No one
as...
ever said
No one-
anything about it
about
being
illegal.
illegal. You have drawn your own conclusions there.
I am not drawing my own conclusions. One
You
of you said that
literally
you
are.
take something from someone and sell it to him.
Well, like the gem service I took from the dungeon that we went through.
No. There's laws to that. You don't need to worry about that one.
Well, then
Unclaimed-
that's what we're talking
unclaimed
about.
mine.
Then.
Everything we saw, we took from the dungeons that we scoured, so I don't see any of the problem here.
Insight check. And-
Insight on whom?
The group.
Because Rhoda's app doesn't
The
see
vibe.
anything wrong with this.
On the vibe. She's
Yeah,
vibing.
she's detecting the
It's
vibe.
the
You see her
vibe, Your Honor.
squinting at you guys, and in the darkness, you see the back of her neck like lights up as she's like staring at you.
Hey, you can stare at me all you want, so as long as you want. But you got no money, I've got the money now, so you're gonna come along on the journey, or you're gonna bitch and moan about it.
Hey guys, what is the vibe? I am inciting the vibe right now. What is the vibe?
Rhoda's
Why
literally
everyone's confused about.
no. Rhoda's annoyed. He's like, "Why are you complaining? Like we needed money. We now have money. The way
Plus,
we
you
got
were
the money
there
doesn't
when
matter."
everything that we sold was acquired.
No, Alice has no issue with that. It was purely that the sentence of taking something that is not ours and selling from someone and selling it on.
You asked what the definition of robbery was.
Well,
You
this
said,
doesn't
"What
sit
do
well
you
with
mean
Alice.
by robbery?" And that is what we meant by robbery.
Well, fine, let's meet this Banksy person. Maybe he can clear up the issue for us.
I wouldn't.
Yeah,
wouldn't
look.
know.
Wouldn't
Nah,
bring it up,
Banksy's
mate.
pretty
No,
good.
no, come on, I'm really interested now. Who is
Yeah,
this Banksy?
you absolutely want to meet him.
100%.
Well,
This is a
luckily I can
completely
see
different
it
attitude.
right over there.
You guys have not seen Alice like this before. She's like become more like you know when you were like you'll be talking nicely with the idea is like you've been talking nicely with a police officer, with a police officer, you're kind of joking and laughing a little bit, and then something kicks off in the background. You know they just have that posture that changes.
Ah, yes.
That's
Small cock
exactly-
syndrome.
Oh, fuck off. It's not small cock syndrome. It's what the fuck's going on here.
Nah, it's all right. Small policeman in a big city. We understand.
I'm not a small.
Is Alice actually a cop though in this world?
She's a marshal.
Marshal.
She's a marshal.
Yeah.
She will travel from town to town and like solve problems for small homesteads and stuff. If there's a band of if there's a group of bandits wandering around, she will get rid of them. Take
Yeah.
like her, if we're talking about a moral compass here, she is lawful neutral.
Right. Okay.
Look, you want to meet this Banksy guy? Just follow the kid into the bazaar, and he'll find you.
Rook?
Probably by the food court. Just look for the most obnoxious halfling you've ever seen in your life, and that will be him.
My ears are
Rook,
burning. Banksy's standing behind you.
There he is. He's right over there.
Speak
He's
of the
right
devil, he
behind me,
shall
isn't he?
appear.
It's like Zero finishes saying that. He's like, he's right behind me, isn't he?
Hello, Banksy.
All right, Zero. Uppity, rookie. All right, good to see you feeling better.
Good to see you, mate.
Right,
How's Sean been holding up in our absence?
I mean, it's all right. It didn't fall apart, mate. It's Fine.
Oh, his
Do we-
fucking token.
Wait, do we still have apartment?
Well, then... What the fuck do you mean? What did you do?
Well, no, like, did you give it to an ogre again? Since we've been gone for so long?
He just has this look of utter
Gosh.
confusion on his face. He's like, what the fuck are you talking about, Ronan?
We had an apartment, then we had to leave.
I visited
Come
you
back,
this
it's
morning.
gone. It's gone. We came back, got a really nice apartment,
Wait,
and then we had to go
Wait.
again.
hey, wait, let's take a few
Wait,
fucking steps back.
Wait.
Take a few fucking steps back here. You telling me you haven't been home for 2 weeks?
You visited us this morning,
Visit the house, but no one was there.
or did you visit us?
What the fuck is going on?
Did you see us this morning, Banksy, or
I
not?
fuck heard you, rookie, on the other side of the door. Being all sick like you've been the last 2 weeks. And all the mucusy fart noises from the others.
Mother fuck! Someone's in an apartment!
That wasn't us, Banksy.
Well, who the fuck's
don't
up in
think
the
you met.
apartment then?
We need to go
We're
right
about to
now.
bloody find out, aren't we?
And why the fuck didn't you tell me you were leaving town for 2 weeks? I've been coming out up there bringing
It's like-
work.
Push him. We gotta go.
Didn't think it was necessary, Banksy.
We'll come back and let you know. Sorry, bye.
Oh,
Fucking
shit.
coming with you.
Run,
Oh,
run in for the apartment, bro. I'll take the
I think we go
fastest
straight
meat
for the
possible.
sky coach.
Yeah,
the sky
possible
coach will get
means
us
completely-
there.
Completely perplexed and just follows the group.
As Zero's gonna head for one of the sky coach stations.
Yep.
You hear Banksy yell after you. He's like, I'm gonna get my noodles and I'm gonna meet you fuck up there.
What?
Well, he seems
That
like
cunt.
a lovely gentleman. So he owns the property.
Nah, not exactly.
His family does.
They were just going around in circles. The family. Which family are we talking about?
His family.
Which
Yeah.
are
I can't remember their
family?
names.
They're lovely people.
Yeah,
the
great
leather
people.
people.
No,
lovely.
great people.
No, they're lovely people.
Oh, the lovely,
Lovely,
people.
great people.
Right. And the last name is.
Oh,
Good
you
to
would
No,
know.
have.
our apartments got taken.
All right. Well, his apartment or
Yeah,
his family's
someone's
apartment. by the
repossessed
sound of
our
it.
No,
premises.
we're renting it
Alex.
off him.
Right. Okay. Fine.
Let's go,
let's
go,
sort
go,
this out.
go.
Let's get your property off the people who are farting and mucusing,
Seeing as you're on the hunt for illegality, people are squatting in our premises.
which you were squatting in first. I know squatting
No.
No,
rights.
not squatting. We were being rented too. Thank you very much.
Plus,
Goes up.
squatters' rights is 30 days, and we haven't been gone that long.
Exactly.
How
So-
much
I see
for a
Rook has
sky
been
coach?
cleaning up on his
Sky
squatters'
Coach.
rights.
Sky Coach will be 4 silver pieces each to get there.
Right.
So
Yep.
You jump on. You actually see Banksy running after the Sky Coach as it takes off with like a takeaway box of noodles in his hands. But he doesn't get there in time. It takes off. Around 10 minutes later, with the sort of the light drizzle rain impacting like on your face as the Sky Coach rises through the sky and drops you off outside of your building. You make your way up to your floor, your front door. What do you do?
What
Who
do you
has
reckon,
the-
lads? Play it slow?
No, shh. I want to creep up to the door and just listen.
Roll a perception check.
Oh,
It's too noisy outside, and you're in the atrium at the moment. You don't hear anything.
I was Zero puts his ear against the door, listens for a bit, and then he looks at you, just shrugs.
Alice would put her hand on Ronan. They both turn invisible.
Someone open the door.
Who's opening the door?
Who has the keys?
Oh fuck! We left them in the fortress.
Oh, they're in Chet's
Chet has
pocket.
them.
Oh no.
Nah, everyone took my shit.
We'd actually not have the keys or not. So
Yeah,
I'll
someone
open
has the
door
keys.
if you don't.
But who's opening the door?
Okay.
I'll have the keys.
Rook has the
Ronan-
keys. I would
yeah.
always say Rook has the
Ronan's
keys.
Yeah.
gonna. Yeah, and
I'll
As
have
soon as the
keys.
door opens, Ronan will walk in.
Alright. So you
Same
walk
with,
inside.
Alice.
As you cross the threshold, you hear footsteps coming out of Rook and Ronan's bedroom. And Rook appears out of the bedroom. No, Banksy, don't come in. It could be contagious. Oh, Rookie.
I rush at him as fast as I possibly can, crash tackle him into the ground.
Oh, fuck, roll an athletics check.
Yes! I know who he is, I'm still doing it.
Yeah, you successfully tackle him to the ground.
Yes.
He's a little heavier than you expected. He's like, Ronan, what are you doing?
Ronan's invisible.
Not after I grab
No,
it.
no, after
Not
that.
after he does that. Get off me!
Ah, sorry, Rook's brother.
Is it actually Reese?
Yeah. He drops his disguise and yeah, his illusion fades away and you're left with on top of
Yeah.
Reese. Like rubbing
Sorry,
his,
man.
rubbing his elbows. What do you do that for?
Totally forgot you're in here. It's been a long 2 weeks. Apologies.
Alice
I will help-
becomes visible
I'll help
and
him up.
turns to zero. Second son?
What?
What?
I don't
isn't-
have any kids.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. It's such a strange relationship you two have. Rook, brother?
Half brother. Well,
Right.
kind of a half brother.
Kind of it. How do you?
More
Does
like
he
a
have, like,
quarter
robot-
brother.
Does he have like and he sees the robot leg and she sees the robot leg and goes ah.
Before.
Adoptive brother.
Oh, sorry. My name's Alice.
Very pretty man.
Reese. How's it going?
Lovely to meet you, Reese. Not bad. Still trying to figure out the moral compass of this group of friends, but
Bunch of fucking scumbags.
oh, these three.
What did you just fucking say?
Shut up, Ronan.
I'm sorry,
Oh.
Reese.
Oh man.
Did we not say
Really,
you
really,
from
Reese,
death?
really. You starting shit right now.
I'm gonna. Is he
In my
up on
own
the floor yet?
house.
I'll pick him up on the
Squatting,
floor if he's not
Technically.
up already.
Oh, I thought you were Banksy. I thought he was just coming in.
Well, don't you
about
worry.
that.
Yeah, I mean, Banks is coming up.
Ah! Yeah, I was gonna be like, and then he kicks in the door.
He's like,
Yeah, no, it's like he'll show up now when Zero's like about to shut the door and like jam his box of noodles in the door so it doesn't shut.
yeah.
he's been coming up every other day for like 2 weeks. I told him,
What, trying to give you work or something?
yeah, well, I pretended I was you, didn't I? And then I pretended we were all sick.
Even Ronan?
Yeah. How does
Yeah,
that work
even
with a
Ronan's.
moral fortune?
And he bought
And
it.
That was
Banksy
a
believes that.
stupid idea.
Well, yeah,
Even Chet?
I used some illusions, made some noises, you know, groaning,
We
shitting.
heard about them. What?
sneezing.
Not done.
I think
Well,
he
yeah, I
was
guess-
he seemed like he was getting quite irate yesterday. This morning, sorry.
Have you actually met him?
Oh, through the keyhole?
Yeah, he's always irate.
He's always irate, so.
The keyhole.
Anyway, where have you been? It's been over 2 weeks.
I definitely didn't
Zero's
forget
just gonna
about
go and
you.
like sit. Do we have a couch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we go to the
Yeah,
let's
Ivory
go there.
Towers?
yeah.
Sorry,
Zero's
Charles.
like
Go to the
slumps
Ivory
down
Tower.
on one of the chairs. Like,
Oh, you didn't have to remind me, Josh.
Shit.
Thanks, Josh.
Chet. Oh, Chet. There we go. It's alright. He's gone. Out of sight, out of mind.
And what are you gonna do next? Put Aldark's counter on.
Actually, when I loaded that tavern earlier, to
Yeah.
you know, spruce it up for the scene, Aldark's token was sitting in there. I was like, oh.
Dead.
Yeah, 0 HP.
It's alright, Josh. You got 4 episodes.
It's also an outdated Ronin. Let's get rid of that. Yeah,
And
throw up
outdated
your rest in peace chat emojis.
Yeah.
In peace chat emojis.
I appreciate that.
We got Ronin and Alice there. There we go. Alright, there we go. Apartment.
Oh no, nice tiles.
And the small blood mark.
Where have you been? What have you been up to?
Well, long story, but here we go.
Blah 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 blah.
Yeah. Exposition.
Exposition.
Tell him about the last 2 weeks. Yeah, he basically says, yeah, he's been disguising himself as Rook for 2 weeks and just using illusion spells to make the rest of you guys vocally sound like you had just had explosive diarrhea and stuff.
Did he give his reasoning to why he did that?
Yeah, Brian Banksy was trying to get you guys to do work.
So,
Tell Banksy you were leaving.
so,
it.
Yeah, that's
Banksy
true.
hires you to do work for him. And this work is sometimes questionable.
Well, none of it's questionable, really. I've been fine with all of it, so.
No,
Morally,
all the
it's fine.
time it's questionable.
Don't trust him, though. He has a terrible moral compass.
Yeah, you're just hungry for gold, so you'd accept anything for a job.
Oh, no, I'm
If
going
I-
to now.
If
If I
Ryan had a
offered you-
compass, it wouldn't work. It's made of metal.
You can say a lot of stuff living in the ivory towers that we are, but you should see where we came
Hey,
from.
Ronan, if I
very
give you a
much.
gold piece, will you punch Zero?
No.
I'll do it.
Flicks you a coin.
I'll punch 0.
Hey, hey.
See what I mean? The moral compass of this party. Anyway.
I know you were trying to make a point, but I mean, a gold's a gold.
And you look pretty fancy and nice armor there. How did you get that?
Protects me.
Yeah,
Get
how'd
down
you
off
pay
that
for
high
that
horse of
armor?
yours.
How did you get the
How-
armor,
how-
though?
How often am I on the front lines attacking? I'm investing. I'm
But
investing in my own
Where did
survival
you get the
and the
funds to
party's
invest
survival.
in that from?
We got them from the tomb, which I've said is fine. I know the
Then
laws.
what are we talking about then, Alice?
Not as simple as you think I am. Remember, I didn't go to school.
Same. At least you kept the killing school, and I definitely went to that.
Yeah, no, I did get taught very well by the marshals.
War. Anyway, I wonder if
What is it
Banks
good
is going to
for?
get here soon.
Oh, hey, Banksy.
He doesn't show up for like another. Actually, he just doesn't show up.
You think he's like running the sky taxi to take someone's like, ah, fuck it.
No, he probably
Sounds
like
bunch of
goes to hop
noodles.
in one and like drops his noodles. He's just like goes back to buy more and then never returns.
Yeah, he doesn't. He never
Yes,
turns up.
Oh, that's
So-
cool.
Right.
Is there anything you would like to do with the evening? It is 8:30.
No, Ronan's gonna go and sleep in a bed for the first, like his own bed for the first time in a while.
Yeah, likewise. Alice, you can have the couch.
What? No, where did the Chet sleep?
I'm assuming Reese is in the other bed.
That is correct. Yes. Well, actually,
Actually,
looks
no,
Like, it
um,
looks like Reese has been making himself at home in Rook and Ronan's bed. But
I'm making a point to chuck all his shit off the bed, on my side at least, onto the floor on or Rook's side.
Alice
Wow.
notices the bath. Like, she opens up, like, at some point just to go to the bathroom, sees the bath, starts taking her armor off and saying, I'm having a bath. Closes the door. And has a beautiful, beautifully heated bath. Like, this is probably the like, I presume Sean has running water. And, like,
Mate, in the Army Towers, you better fucking believe it.
Zero's just like,
you have access to fresh hot water. Yes.
this is the first time she has ever had, like, a fresh, hot bath. Like, otherwise, like, she's been living in, like, a village. So it's the first time she's experienced this. It's like a dream to her.
Zero's
Just
like,
like
yeah,
it.
here's you announce you're gonna have a bath, and he just like fishes one of the potions of bath out of his pocket, and then like looks back at the closed door, and he's like, "What an idiot!"
I leave home without a potion of bath for every executive.
Ciro's been holding onto that potion of bath for like 2 months.
And he fucking stinks.
Preparing for his biannual bathing.
Thank you. I have
Disgusting.
3 potions of bath on me.
Oh, sorry. my bad.
Yeah, and you still haven't used any of
Yeah,
them.
but you still haven't used either of them.
There hasn't been a special occasion yet.
Oh my god,
Alice will
this
spend
daily
time-
routine.
Alice will spend time braiding her own mullet.
You make it sound so gross.
What do you mean mullet's beautiful?
He's like,
Classic
mullet,
80s
mullet.
female action hero. That's what she looks like.
Greasy.
No, not
greasy
greasy at all.
mullet.
It is a beautiful. Actually, no, it's like one of those. It's permed. She takes the time to perm it. It's a beautiful mullet.
Can you like a potion of perm?
Don't need
Perm
to.
potion? Right, well, sleepy
Alright.
sleeps.
Yeah, everyone can long rest.
Yeah, Alice will take Chet's room, which
Oh, she's gonna. Oh, yeah, true. I guess some of these Reese's on the couch.
No, I'll sleep on the couch.
Really?
Yep.
well, so you're staying on the couch.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Alice will come out after a bath and just put like a normal clothes on. Is everyone else gone to bed after this? Alice spends like an hour in there, maybe 2.
Yeah, I'm definitely asleep. Rowan's definitely
Zero?
asleep, sorry.
So Alice comes out, and Rook, I presume you're on the couch.
Yeah.
Rook,
What's up, man?
can you just please give me the download of like what exactly it is that's going on here? I'm not here to judge. I'm just, you know, it's like, first of all, imagine it from my perspective. I've been sent on a mission with you guys, or at least I wanted to join a mission with you guys to take down this evil that was threatening the state. Now worked out that you guys are somewhat, you know,
Yeah.
loosely
okay.
based around the
No,
law. Like,
I
I
get it.
just want to know where I stand, because I've been traveling with you
think
for
about
2
it.
weeks now.
Think about it from our perspective, alright?
Right.
All the people, these evil fuck off people that are trying to destroy the world, they're well funded, they're higher ups, they got controls of everything, right? And we're just lowly fucking peasants from Shan. We got no money. We got no social status or wealth or anything like that. We just scrape by, mate. We live on the streets, we scrape by, we do whatever we can to survive.
But what about the victims of the crimes? Look,
we're trying to
you've
temper
never
ourselves.
properly explained it. Start from the beginning if you can. Let me see if I can get this big picture through. Because Alice hasn't heard this. She only knows that she was after that thing with you guys. And then after that, it's like suddenly she's immersed in this world that she does not know. And she just wants perspective from your side. And like, she apologizes for being so brash. Like, I'm sorry for being so brash before. It's tools of my trade. I've seen something awful happening, you sort it out. Like, but then seeing those people that are trying to stop this evil also committing, yes, in comparison, minor crimes. Or at least hearing about minor crimes. Do you understand? Like,
I mean, I get it.
explain it to me. Just tell me.
Means to an end. Simplest way I can put it. It's not malicious or nothing. It's like we go out of our way to hurt people.
Especially
Most
not
of the
like
time we do
highwaymen.
It's defending ourselves.
Not like the highwaymen I used to have to round up in Breland.
It's just means to an end. If you're in our position before Alice, you'd understand. It's not out of ill will of those around us, unless they're the people that are fucking other people. Fucking them over. I mean, well, yeah, anyway.
What's your history here? Why do you hate Shan?
I don't know if I hate Sean. That's just a hat I'm trying on for a while.
How does it feel to be home?
feels like I don't want to be here.
Bad memories, or
Yeah, a bit of bad blood.
she puts a hand on your shoulder. And she says, "It'll pass. Trust me.
We'll see.
Small issues like this, or family issues, as we know we both have, they will pass. You won't have to worry about them in the long run. They don't make you who you are now. They'll try and mold you. They'll try and make you fit into the shape they want you to be, but in the end, family, just like a set of clothes, you can shed them off in a certain capacity."
I mean, my family's a bit, as you can see, it's a bit closer, at least in location, than yours is, so it might be a bit harder to shed.
What is the beauty of being ignorant towards it? But then again, I have no idea where my parents are, and God knows if they're still alive. Anyway,
Well,
she takes her hand off your shoulder. I'll turn in. I apologize again for my brash actions. It's just, you know, old habits shine through. All I knew after I left was fighting lawlessness.
just know that we're not bad people. We just
Oh,
sometimes have to do bad things.
I could manipulate my moral compass for a little bit. She kind of gives you a nod and wanders into her room. Into Chet's room. And just walks over the threshold and is just like, what the fuck? Just a stupid amount of different weapons in there. Because Chet was just collecting falchions and daggers and stuff off dead bodies. And ludicrously coloured clothing. Yeah.
He didn't leave his suit in
She
there, did
picked
he?
up. Yeah,
He left
he
his
left
suit?
his suit behind.
Oh, far out.
Yeah, he wasn't going to take that on the travel. So he'd show you in the corner, like sitting on a chair.
So
Yeah, so she like the suit's hanging up, and it's just this top hat with waves churning on it, when this full tuxedo-looking thing with all the waves moving, like with extremely long arm cuffs. Like, your friends, I presume. And she comes around the corner with the top hat.
yeah.
Strange characters you all are. Closes the door. And jumps on the bed that's like 5 feet too long.
So Chet was sleeping in a
Okay.
human bed.
Yeah, with his arms draped along the ground. Like, he used to sleep holding onto the bottom posts, just gripping onto them, face first.
Alright, I assume someone set the alarm and gets up at 4 a.m. Or probably even slightly earlier to make your way down to the terminus to meet Parker for the 5 a.m. train out of Shan.
Oh fuck. Should we instruct Reese to keep saying that we're sick?
I think let's say we're telling Banksy that we're gone. Tell him we'll just be back quickly. We're saving the world.
Yeah, Banksy, we're definitely not leaving the city. Again.
Just saving the world.
Or just gaslight the fuck out of him. You didn't see us in the market.
So you're gonna tell Reese to just keep trying to run interference?
Yep.
I feel bad.
But
Well, I
what
guess you
if
have
he
to, don't we?
doesn't take it? What if he comes inside again and the other I can look like Rook, but what if the other three aren't here and he has questions?
Well,
to fuck off.
Oh,
you
all right.
can always go out the window.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Just distract him with food. He's like, it's easy. Just
Alright.
have some kind of delicious food item handy and just be like, here you go, Banksy. Here you go. and leave a little trail towards the front door, and he'll
Towards the
follow them
window.
out, and then you close the door.
There is a pastry place
Don't-
down in the streets I'm rather fond of.
Oh my god.
Maybe I'll
You
invite him
need
in
some
for
more
tea.
money, Reese.
Nah, I'm good.
Alright, good, because I wasn't really willing to part with it.
I know. I'll give you
Well, this has been heartwarming.
a gold piece to punch Zero.
But I've got such a neat amount of gold. I've got 300 platinum, 500 gold, 500 silver, and 100 copper.
That's alright, I didn't want to give it to you anyway.
I didn't want to take it. I mean, it's my money anyway. I gave it to you before.
Alright, well, go on then, fuck off.
Good to see you.
See you too. He gives you a hug.
I'll hug him back, and then I'll fuck off.
Alright, you guys head out to Sean.
I
The
feel-
early-
I just know we're gonna come back.
The early hours of the
We're
morning.
gonna come.
You descend to Terminus, down in Lower Tavik's Landing, where the lightning rail line comes into the city, and enter. It is just before 5 a.m. and the Terminus is bustling. The lightning rail train must have arrived recently. There's an influx of people entering the city and on queues for tickets. Heading out. You see Parker and Rin waiting for you underneath a large clock mounted below an enormous ceramic unicorn head sticking out of the wall with the name plaque below it says House Orion, the dragon-marked house that runs the lightning rail. The handout, actually.
Ooh. Ooh, damn, that's cool.
Fucking awesome.
You line up for a
Baller.
ticket. The ticket is 1,000 gold pieces.
Ronan's gonna talk to Rook about this since we're going to purchase Alice's ticket.
Hello.
Let's split hers. 500
If
each.
it's really a worry for you two, I will pay you back if we find anything. And I promise not to throw any more gold in the water, to be respectful.
It works out well then. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Half Rook. I know you're sitting on
I don't really have that much money though.
a. Don't even try to lie to me,
Oh
Rook.
shit! All right, I can go half. You prick.
Thank you.
And me too.
Wait,
All right. Well,
what do you,
if you wanna...
you've got money.
Not enough. Nowhere near enough.
Okay,
How much are you
alright.
sitting on?
Do you not have 1,000?
Fine. Rook can shout me.
How
Oh,
much?
okay.
No, I've only got 500.
Okay, well, alright, if Rook shouts you, I'll shout Alice then.
Oh, please. Oh,
That's what
Mr.
you like-
Please.
It's all the money we got from the gems. It's just like
Yep.
gone.
Alice leans into Rook and goes, "Small price to pay to save the world."
Fuck you, Alice. And I'll pay for both the fucking tickets. Oh my god.
Okay, so you're paying. Rook's paying for Zero and yourself. Zero and Rook is paying for Rook. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll pay for Alice. Cool. So 1,000 for me. Gold's gone. Bye bye. Remove.
You're just paying for the ticket, right, Kyle?
Oh, yep.
Quick, re-add it before Josh notices.
Oh, now I'm down to 1,500. What a fucking stitch up.
Oh, it's so little.
And 100
Alright, so-
platinum. My face.
Yep, 100 platinum.
I feel physically ill.
think I'm gonna
You guys,
Oh,
you jump in the
God.
queue. You board the lightning rail. Your tickets are actually they're quite well. There's not really a choice. It's basically first class or you're just not riding. But it's all inclusive. It includes your bedding, private room for each of you.
Continental breakfast.
All expenses paid for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and drinks in between.
Yeah,
I
we
swear
paid
to
for
God,
those
if we have to defend the train for some bullshit, we better get your money back.
Oh,
Continental
don't you worry. Rook and I will be asking for prompt money return.
My word.
Do you jump on board?
I will
crackle
board the train.
once everyone is on board. A whistle is blown. There is sounds like an eruption of lightning as the energy matrix is fired up by the driver. There's a crackle of lightning arcs over the locomotive. It hovers a few feet into the air. Slowly exits from the terminus. Out, down the ramp, and onto the lightning rail line, heading north. Where is my rail ambience? Here it is.
Oh no, not an ambience.
Rail ambience.
Yeah, that
No.
means there's going to be a scene here, right?
No, it's just gonna be an ambience.
Do you think you're going to ride the train for 4 days with nothing happening?
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Zero-
We
Zero
paid.
goes to, like,
They
the,
paid 3,000 gold pieces.
4,000 gold.
4,000 gold pieces.
There's like a dining car or cars, right?
Yes.
Is it like a regular train where there's like set cars, or is it just kind of one contiguous thing?
No, it's set cars, yeah.
We get keys for our rooms, right?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Alice doesn't expect anything to happen on the train.
So the dining
she's-
car.
Well,
Not wearing her armor.
You don't have keys for the rooms, but they just lock on the inside. And unlock. They could probably unlock from the outside by staff, but yeah.
So the dining car. They'll probably
So-
have coffee,
so-
Ronan.
Ooh.
Well, Alice would take off a half plate and a sword and a rapier and a quarterstaff and a dagger and leave it in her room.
All right.
She's gonna take all her weapons off. Ronan
yeah.
does not take. He definitely has his weapons with him.
She leaves her cloak on. It's part of her
Keep
outfit
everything
now, but
on
she
me
wants to
at
relax.
all
Like, this is
times.
going to be a 4-day ride of relaxing. Nothing's
Ronan
going to
just-
happen.
Knows something's gonna happen. He just has a feeling in the back of his mind, you know. If he had neck hairs, they'd be standing up, but
Don't be silly. I didn't even bother
Walk around the
memorizing
streets.
spells. I thought I'd relax this morning. I do have spells. I'm not that. Yeah.
Right, so it is a 4-day journey with a few stopovers. So you're firstly heading to Rote in the first day. In the first day, sorry, passing through Rote, then heading north, passing through Hatherall, and stopping at Hatherall for a decent part of the day for... Stopping at Rote and Harrow for a few hours, and then carrying on. By the end of the second day, you should arrive at Passage in the nation of Under. By the end of the third day, you should have hit Thaliost on the borders of Under, and then midway through the fourth day, you will cross Scion Sound, pass through the Reckon Mark, and arrive at the city of Korth. But in the
Like it.
meantime,
Who wants to detour and go to Fort Zombie?
Ah.
Ooh!
dope,
Very
fucking
nice.
dope.
Or something's gone wrong. Are you guys inside the train?
Yeah.
Why are we meant to be outside it?
No. It's just, hang on. Oh, there we go.
Do people give Ronan's like strange looks because there's a Warforged on the train?
No.
Yeah, they
there's-
just think you're
there's
the conductor.
There's other Warforged on the train. One of the
Cool.
bartenders in the dining car is a oak-bodied Warforged.
Nice.
I
Nice.
think Rook's a bit disappointed by
Gentleman there pulling out a pistol to hijack that guy.
No, that's a pipe.
Wait.
I believe he's smoking a pipe.
Oh,
It
okay.
looks
He
like a
just looked very
pistol to
aggressive,
me.
as if he was like pulled out a pistol.
That's definitely a pistol.
Nah, it's a pipe.
Got a gun.
It's a pipe. He's
Or is it a
holding-
walking stick?
No, it's a pipe.
It's a pipe. I can see it.
You know, and you,
Or it's a
you,
walking stick.
Walking
Yeah.
you know, and you hold
Yeah,
that.
it's a-
Flip my pistol.
It's a pipe. I'm telling you, it's a pipe.
No, it's
I'm the DM.
it's
I
a
say it's a
walking
pipe.
stick, man.
It's a very long
What about
pipe.
this man? He's ready to pull out his truncheon and attack
You,
you.
it's a pipe.
That
This
guy's
guy
just
clearly has a
having a
machine
self.
gun.
No, this guy's just having a self-pleasure moment at the table.
Oh,
Obviously.
no. What
Oh,
kind
no.
of trade have we caught?
Yeah. So
Thank you for the window seat.
you guys have to watch the VOD afterwards so you get the full view of the train because it's pretty fucking good. Look at that. Look at that.
Not to toot my
Very
own
suppressive.
horn.
Viewers, where do you get? What
It
other
looks
channel
so
do you
good.
get this kind of quality D&D content? And the banter. Oh,
Hey,
how about that pipe bit we
Hey,
just did?
Josh.
Far out.
hey, Josh.
Who cracks jokes like that?
Josh,
We are. This is a
I
train
have-
of memes.
I will say
have a
this
complaint.
What?
this cuck here.
The clouds are not moving. Are not whipping by.
Yeah,
Very
there's
fast.
nothing I can do about that. I could either have the that's
All right,
it,
illusion ended. I'm not immersed
Oh,
anymore.
God fucking damn it.
Motion's
Jesus
gone.
Christ.
Thanks, Kyle.
Anyway. So
Thankful swine.
your first day of travel on the lightning rail. It's rather pleasant. They serve up some excellent food for breakfast, lunch. You have
the pitch of the donut.
I love
you
being
believe this?
confident.
It all comes with the room.
you have lunch. Well, lunch is served while the train is docked in Rote, with a lovely view of the lake in the middle of Rote, overlooking. It's designed. The terminus is designed so the train parks with this lovely lake view for lunch to be served. If you wish, you can even disembark. It stays at Rote for 2 hours. So if you have some business you'd like to do in Rote, you can disembark. And visit Rote for a little bit.
The giant floating army castle thing in Rote, or is it in Hatherall?
Argont was
Was here,
docked.
wasn't
Argont was
Argont.
parked outside of Rote. As
But they said they were going to go back, right?
as the rail crosses the countryside to approach Rote, you see that Argont is no longer there.
Yeah.
Bro.
Cool. If no one wants to disembark at Rote at all,
No.
Negatory.
We've
Been
already
here, done
been here
that.
before.
Yeah, been there, done that.
yeah. So it proceeds further northeast. Dinner is being served along the way, and then it stops in Hatherall overnight for a part of the night while you're sleeping in your bunks back in the sleeping car, one of the sleeping cars. You awaken next morning with breakfast being served. As you pass through the Thranish countryside, what kind of weather are we experiencing? Let's see. Light to moderate rain. It's just another British day as you're passing through the Thranish countryside.
How dare you?
I didn't say that was bad. I just said it was British.
Yeah, but we all know what that means.
Whoa, someone dissing on British weather.
You
Give me shit though.
67% overcast most of the year.
This is the best way. Well, that's mostly what this weather has actually been like this campaign. So, you're experiencing the Brelish and Thranish countryside the best way possible from the car of a lightning rail. You see
Very fast and behind glass.
the once war-torn border of Thrain and Breland as you cross over.
Ooh, yeah.
You see like craters left by magical war machines still dotting the countryside, slowly being overgrown once again with plantation. You swear at some point you even see what looks to be part of a downed warforged colossus, now overgrown with greenery laying on the countryside. The train keeps speeding north, heading towards Lake Galifar. And late in the afternoon, very, very late, dusk, as the sun is going down at the west, you come into the town of Passage in the nation of Under. You get an amazing lakeside view as it once again parks the terminus. Dinner is served as the sun is setting in the west over Lake Galifar, making a sparkling orange and yellow hue over the water as it the raindrops pitter-patter along it. There is a treat served with dinner that night. Undarian wine, usually hard to get as it usually needs to be imported on the black market to other nations, is served. Fresh Undarian wine is brought onto the train and poured for each of the passengers in the dining car.
You know Ronan's gonna have a sniff of that.
I was just definitely going to drink that.
You can see in the distance some small, or small because of how far away it is, floating fortress. The one of the opposite banks, on sort of where the bank stretches to the south. I think it seems to be that you can see the floating magical college of Arcanics, one of the pride and joys of Undarian wizardry, floating there. And then later that evening, the train departs Passage again and begins heading northeast overnight. You awaken in the morning in the city of Fairhaven, the capital of Under. You gaze out the windows at the splendor of the crown jewel of the nation of Under. Its capital city, its white spires stretching up into long, narrow points. Whether we got scattered clouds, but mostly clear, as the rising sun reflects off the white brick masonry work of the Undarian architecture splendidly. It looks like a magical castle being illuminated by the morning sun. The train rockets off again. There's a few stops throughout Under. Sorry, go on.
I was going to say, it actually feels really nice traveling this far across this land, getting these descriptions, knowing how long it took us just to get from the hilt all the way over to Valrek. And now it's just like, oh yeah, you're just here, and then you're here, and then you're there, and now you're there. But it is really nice. It is that there's a part of me that feels incredibly satisfied with this. It's just like, oh my god, I'm relaxed. I'm like, oh my god, this is fantastic. Thank you, Josh.
The messed up thing is, I'm not sure how everyone else is going to get back home. I just realized that.
Yes, no, I was just thinking that. How are we going to afford to go home?
Ronan and Rook are fine.
This was a one-way ticket.
We're dandy as a fawn, but we're just apparently money assessed, so what do we know?
Yeah, you're our investors.
And so some new cargo is loaded onto the cargo
Here we go.
car at the back of the train that morning in Under. A foul stench wafts through the windows of your sleeping car, is quite close proximity to the cargo car. It just smells like pure shit, to be honest. It smells like poop. Smells like a lot of poop.
My word.
Bellkeep. Bellkeep.
As you report for
We
breakfast
did not
in
pay
the dining car.
1,000 gold each to smell this shit.
No, I didn't say. I expect a refund.
This excrement! I'm
I
smelling.
come out like a shower cap on, robes dripping wet.
That's
But I believe that there is something wrong here. We deserve a discount, or at least perhaps a refund of sorts from our previous purchase ticket.
That's that more or
She's
less
drunken
is
on
the
Darien Rain.
that's that's more or less the attitude being carried by a lot of the nobles in the breakfast car when you come out for breakfast.
Yeah, it's horrible.
The servers assure you that the smell will go away as soon as the train takes off and gets whisked away by the wind. It's like we apologize. A large amount of fertilizer being sent from the Aldine Reaches to Karnath. Very sorry. It'll stop as soon as the train's moving. We assure you.
Well, I expect more bacon. Not in my bacon and eggies.
Oh,
And
well,
more egg.
sure. Coming right up.
Chop, chop!
Of course.
Thank you. Some more Andorian ride while you're at it, darling. Oh, it's so marvelous.
The train takes off again, and you get a mostly clear day of just glorious Undarian countrysides. The particularly looking out to the north, the parts of the nation that didn't really get touched by the war. So the countryside is pristine. The villages seem lovely. You can see caravans of merchants going back and forth. You see sort of the Eldin Reaches were the big farmlands that used to be owned by Undair, but there is some farmlands here to the north, and it looks like coming into spring at the moment. You can see farmers out in the fields now that the snow has thawed, beginning to till the fields, getting ready to hopefully get a good harvest before winter returns next year. You pass by the Star Peaks, mountains reaching to the sky on the north, and at the same time a river, the Undarian River to the south. It's just a feast of color and locale as you pass through, and the sun goes down, and you head off to bed, expecting to wake up at Thaliost the next morning. But you are woken up. But you are woken up earlier.
My word.
A scream.
I do declare.
A scream in the middle of the night.
A murder on the Lightning Express!
Rouses the four of you from your sleep. What do you do?
Grab my weapons.
Definitely grab my weapons.
As in, sit up and leave my cabin because my weapons are all in my arms and I don't need to fucking bother.
Alice gets out of the bath and sticks her head out the doorway.
You sleep in the bath? That's unsafe.
Oh, but dear,
Unsanitary.
fine. No, Alice will climb out of bed and stick her head out the window.
Yeah, I'm gonna go charging down towards the noise, Josh. Oh, jeez.
Ronan's going to
jeez,
he's going to
okay.
leisurely walk. He's on holiday.
Okay, let me just put on something a little more exciting. Adam, can you give me something a little more exciting on Siretscape?
What kind of spicy tune do you
A
want?
little spicy, like something's about to happen, suspenseful.
It's there. Foreboding strings and horns.
That's very foreboding.
That's very foreboding.
I can't hear it. Maybe I need to...
Turn it up.
I can't hear it. Oh,
Oh, that is very
I heard that.
boding.
That...
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah, that'll do it. Alright, so...
Yeah, it's very foreboding strings and horns.
As the four of you, sort of like a Scooby-Doo sequence, stick your heads out of... Wait, why isn't it nighttime?
Hmm?
Oh, it's PM. Hang on one second.
Mi scusi.
Let
Oh, enchanté.
the nighttime kick in.
So it's kicked.
Oh, and before we go on, thank you, Turkish, for the 3-month advanced subscription.
Oh, no, applause, please.
That's my boy Ryan, one of my friends from Canada. Miss you Bay.
Oh, lad. Is he Turkish?
No, that's just his name.
What? No.
Oh, he could be Turkish.
Ah.
I don't know. Wouldn't think so. But so you each. Did I only put lights in a few of the rooms?
Well, I wouldn't have had my light on.
Oh, but do you turn it on though?
It's comfortable enough. I will get up, grab the closest item to me, which is Josh.
I can't see nothing.
Yeah. So you wake up.
I'm
It's
blind.
dark. It's dark. What do you want to do? There's
I like reach out and
I'm-
grab like
Tim-
whatever's
Tim, hold on.
closest to me.
Okay,
Sure.
sweet.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn my light on.
Alright, cool. So there's
What do I
everybody-
grab?
Each of the carriages has an Everbright lantern, which you can put on.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, then I will then go
So
grab that.
You hear commotion
I'll be-
outside of your carriage. You hear running. You hear screaming.
I open my door.
Yeah,
I'm
I thought
charging
you said
down.
we were all like, doot, 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 doot. Everyone sticks their heads out of into the corridor.
I can't.
Just game pause.
Yeah. Cool. So
We have.
Yep. So you like a Scooby-Doo sequence. Each stick your heads out of the corridor. You see a panicked woman running past, looking back. You turn to the left. You see a torrent of insects entering the carriage.
Now torrent of bodily ooze.
Assume Zero. Yeah, Zero with your night vision, dark vision.
Ah! Ah!
Right. Yes, as you look down in horror, Zero, this horde of insects seems to be swarming up the corridor aisle towards you. Everybody. Oh, hey,
Reggae initiative.
roll for initiative.
Spooky music. Stop.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that nice 20 though.
That's what I like to see.
Golden boy. I am the golden god. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Alright, some combat music. Let's go.
At least we'll get a refund.
That's true.
Yeah, except we're gonna have to
I
burn down the
demand-
train.
Full refund and the free rides to the season. By the Zero, what's it called?
Zero, the insects swarm into your space and begin like crawling up your legs and getting under your clothes. They begin biting at you, attacking. We got here. Oh. Activate my 20. There we go. Oh, a critical hit! What?
What the fuck?
I closed my
Yes,
door.
Zero.
Zero.
Is this like a swarm of scarab beetles from like the Mummy? They're just like.
It's mostly centipedes, but there's also some spiders and some other very large grubs, all very hungry and very pissed off. You take 21 points of piercing damage, Zero, from the critical hit they put on you. What the fuck? Zero, Rook, it's your turn.
Oh boy, alright, well I guess I'm gonna poke my head out to try and... Oh, game is paused.
Oh, yep. Yep, there you go.
To see what's happening. Oh jeez, that's a lot of blood.
Yeah, you see Zero just getting eaten alive by just a horde of insects in front of you.
Well, I have 2 new modes on my arm that I have yet to try. So I will switch to the little fire symbol and throw some scorching rays at this thing.
Ooh. Alright, roll a hit. Just to be clear, are you aiming for the ones on Zero, or are you just aiming at the swarm behind him?
Can I aim at the ones on Zero without hitting him, or are they just like on his body?
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, if there's any natural ones, it could be bad, but that's fine. That's a hit. You fire your first ray at his feet. Roll for damage. 13 damage. Yeah, there's an explosion of flame at Zero's feet, and several of the insects just curl up, and a burning insect smell begins to waft down the carriage.
Yeah, I'll shoot at them again.
They shouldn't be bleeding red. That's another hit. Roll for damage.
Okay. I'll... you're gonna have to ignore the... Actually, I'll just roll it in. Because it'll keep adding the arcane firearm damage if not.
Oh no, that's fine. I can just
Does it
ignore
not
it.
get added to each one?
I can ignore the arcane
Oh,
firearm.
can you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, 5. What do you want me to roll it in?
Yeah, sweet. It's more convenient for you. It's more convenient for me if you do it the way you were doing it.
Yep, cool. And last one, I'll just fire all 3 of them at the thing. 13?
Also a hit. Roll damage.
Nice.
8 fire damage. Alright, you managed to, the immediate threat on Zero, the swarm burning over him. You burn most of it up with just a few insects left crawling on him.
Get out of there!
Anything else, Rook?
Yeah, I'll use my bonus action to turn my other arm to flame mode and drop the firebot.
Alright.
Fire would be really handy with us in the trolls.
Yeah, well...
Yeah, where were these special modes before? Damn it!
Didn't feel like it then, and I'll make the bot go forward and just breathe fire in front of Zero.
Alrighty. Roll it. Is that a saving throw?
It is... Yeah, a saving throw. Dex save for every creature within 15 foot.
Alright.
Or they take 12 damage.
Half damage on a miss?
Yep.
Alright, cool.
Half damage on a success.
Alright, what do we got? First one takes full damage, second one takes half damage, third one takes full damage, so...
Nice work, bot.
Oh. 6. And 12. Alright, cool. Alright, more insects pour through the door and into Zero's space.
I'm so glad I can't see any of them.
At 18 to hit Zero, you take 8 piercing damage.
I can't see anything but the blood that's right here. That's all I can see.
I can't see any of it. All I can see as far
You
as
know.
this. And I'm half in Ronan, in someone else's room as well.
And then more insects pour down the hallway past Zero towards you as well, Rook.
If they get in my mechanical arms, whoa. Give me so much.
A large group of them makes it onto you. On their attack, a 15. I don't think beats your AC, does it? No, it does not. Yeah, you just start.
Do I have my shield is the question?
No, it's 15 to hit. It doesn't hit.
Yeah, but I only have 17 AC when I've got my shield on me, which I don't think I would.
Would you have your armor on?
Yeah, my armor was always on, all the time.
Your armor's on all the time. You sleep in your armor?
Yes.
Well, did you grab your shield?
I don't think so.
Alright, so it's 15 AC?
Yeah.
So it is a hit.
Yes.
You take 13 piercing damage.
Ouch.
It's more insects pour down the hallway and start torrenting into your room as well, Ronan. So you can see them at this point. They just like gushed past towards Rook and then it starts spewing through your door as well. Alice, it's your turn.
Disgusting.
Alice
disgusting,
is going to stick her head out of the doorway. I can't actually move. No, I can. I can't actually get through. Can I get into the hallway?
It might be just like too small for the token.
Oh my fuck! What the? You're right. Alice is going to turn around, see that, go, oh my fuck, and yeah, she's going to cast Dragon's Breath and breathe fire down the hallway.
Oh shit.
Oh.
How far to it? Oh fuck.
I really hope this doesn't set this whole thing on fire.
That is
My lord.
dexterity saving throw. Only 12 damage though.
15 feet. Oh, so just at the first clump is what you're trying to hit?
Oh,
Or do you move further down the hallway?
I'll move. If it's there, I'll move. Cool. How far? Yes, I'll stay where I am there.
Okay, so Rook.
Do it from there. So just the first two.
Okay, Rook, a dexterity saving throw.
50.
Oh, well that passes. Oh wait, Rook, are you in there?
Yeah, he's in there. He's
Yeah,
Rook is.
I'm
Rook
just-
is.
Shit, I had no
Pile.
idea. I didn't see.
That's alright.
so there you
That's
go.
alright.
I don't
That's-
see Rook.
So DC of 13, so
Half damage.
half damage. So Rook, you take 6 fire damage. The group of insects directly in front of you takes the full 12, and the group of insects behind it takes half the damage. And then anything else, Alice? That was just a.
Well, that was just a bonus action.
Yes.
No, that's an action. to
Oh,
breathe
it's an
it.
action to actually breathe it.
Is
So
it?
yeah, it's a bonus to cast
Yeah.
it on yourself. And then an
Well, there you
action
go.
to do the breathe.
All right, well then that's my full turn because I moved, did that, and I don't think I'll be able to do anything else.
Ronan, it's your turn.
So and
Oh, yep.
yeah,
Okie dokie. So no bugs have come into my room. They're just at the front there.
Oh, they're about to. They're torrenting through the door now. It's like,
Okay. Yeah. Cool. I'm just gonna attack them. Like if I see these guys, I'm gonna start like slicing and dicing.
all right, go for it. Roll a hit.
Roll the hit. 1, 2.
Oh, that natty.
Oh yes.
Oh. Oh.
30 to hit. Holy dick, fuck.
That's a big crit. It's a big boy crit. All right, so they take 5 damage from your first attack because hitting them with a slashing weapon, just hitting a swarm with a slashing weapon seems
You've got to use piercing.
ineffective. And then
Kyle.
your second attack, I can't even. What do we got? One-handed. One-handed damage 10. Halved. Critical damage.
That's 13.
Halved.
Half 13.
That's a lot of blood.
What?
That's a lot of blood.
Oh yeah, half 13. And then your Wakazashi half damage as well. Still, Ronan goes into a flurry with his between his technique and the enchantment on the new enchantment on his blade. He just goes into a whirlwind of just slicing and dicing on this swarm in front of him, and eradicates that part of it.
Yay. That's so much blood.
I really wish I forgot to assign that token purple blood. It should all be.
no,
should
no,
be-
it's fine.
Should be bug guts. Zero, it's your turn.
Zero, it's just like, you know, like in The Mummy, like the prison warden when he gets the scarab beetle in
Yeah,
his brain.
yeah.
He's just like, and then there's this explosion of light like around Zero, and he casts Spirit Guardian.
Oh, nice. Oh, shit.
Oh dear.
Oh, no, you got it.
If you're good for
Guys, just like picking them off. It's like stand still.
Oh my god.
Okay, so on a failed
DC
save.
14, Wisdom. Yeah.
Cool. So at the start of their turn. So
What family member does it represent now? Who's dead?
I don't know, man.
Thank you for the follow, Rouge Plot. So yes, there's an explosion of light. We'll go to one of their turns. So the left one is its turn straight away. So there is an explosion of light as both Zero and the spectral glowing outline of his two brothers erupt from below the insects. A 6 on its saving throw, so roll a 3d8 radiant damage.
It's 13.
Oh, 13? Alright, sweet. So it takes...
Oh, do you want me to re-roll
No,
it?
I'll
for,
use
like,
that. I'll use that. That's fine. It takes a 13 damage, destroying a lot of the insects. They then swarm. One to your left swarms past you. 1, 2, 3, 4, and into Ronan's space. Oh, they move at half speed, don't they?
Yeah.
They spend their entire turn moving into Ronan's space then. And then this one, roll a 3d8 for this one. Somehow, a bunch of bugs got the DC they needed, so they take half damage. 5. And they form that way. And that is the end of the round. Zero. Oh, hold up. Yeah,
Really?
Zero. You have rolled initiative.
Do bugs get opportunity attack?
Oh, we'll see.
Yeah, give it a go.
Anyway, Zero's just still like in a frenzy of like trying to like swat bugs off of himself, and he like moves backwards into his room, just like ah! And then he's gonna cast Cure Wound himself.
Okay.
Nice.
Alright, one of the swarms follows you.
And then he slams the door shut.
Ah, okay.
He can roll it if he like. He can
That'll
not be
do
quick enough.
But they are tiny and they crawl under the crack, the
Well,
bottom of the door.
they have to. They get Spirit Guardian.
Yes, they
Thank
do.
you.
Roll 3d8.
Come on.
Alright, they got a 3.
Roll.
So they take the 8 damage as your two spectral brothers just vehemently stepping on these bugs as they're crawling under the door. They miss. They get the bugs rolled a 5 to hit as they crawl into your room and begin accosting you. Where are we at here? About
Yep. So Spirit Guardians has a range of 15 feet from me, by the way.
Yep. So these guys have 4 HP. Roll a 3d8 for me. Get an 8+. They are destroyed.
I don't know, with the way these rolls are going, I'm going to roll even less.
No, I believe in you.
Alright, yeah, the ones in Ronan's space. Ronan, you just see as a strange, very buff, spectral half-elf that you don't recognize runs into the room and just begins slapping, radiantly slapping all these bugs off you. He has...
Little finger gun. I'm like, boo, 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 boo.
Alright, another roll a 3d8 again for me, Zero. Five damage to some bugs outside in the hallway that then swarm onto Rook's firebot.
No!
Yes. What's it say, see?
Yeah.
18.
18. That does not hit. The bot is just battling. It's like this, when you zoom in, it's like this awesome battle of this mechanical spider battling a horde of other spiders crawling all over it, and it holds its own.
Just shooting flames everywhere.
0, 1, 2, 0. Roll 3d8 for me. Seven damage to these guys. As these
Fuck,
ones...
these are some wise bugs.
Yeah, right? These ones pour down the hallway and enter Alice's space. Oh no, they're in Rook's space already. Never mind, I didn't see Rook underneath. They just continue to accost Rook. A 20 to hit. Rook, you take 9 piercing damage.
Ooh.
Ronan, it is your turn.
Wait, I'm going to slice and dice.
Yeah,
From the-
baby, yeah.
The bugs I can see right there.
Yep.
Bam. Bam.
Slow
Bam.
down. Oh, slow down.
Sorry.
So it's 6, 7, and 5. Assuming they're all hits.
I thought piercing
so
damage
you-
wasn't reduced.
Oh, it is, yes. Oh. Piercing damage is also
It is.
reduced. He wasn't being serious.
It's bludgeoning.
Your first attack is enough to cleave through most of the swarm in front of you. Is there anything else?
I am going to move out into the hall. Yeah,
As you
Jesus.
you
Hello.
step out, you see Rook to the right covered in insects, and his spider bot to the left also covered in insects.
Oh, jeez.
Help me!
Well, I've already used my attack, so I'm good.
You can still use. You can direct your second attack.
Oh.
Your first attack killed the swarm.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I said slow down.
Okay, cool, yeah. True. Yeah, I'll use my second attack. Would you like me to roll again, or just use what's rolled?
I'll just use those ones. Alright, you
perfect.
come out, you dust between you and Ciro's brothers. You dust off the insects on Rook. And the insects on Rook's spiderbot.
Nice.
Alice,
the
it's your
bot.
turn.
Alice will.
So the hallway seems clear,
Yeah.
but you can hear Ciro screaming inside his room with the door shut.
Alice will cast Mage Armor on herself,
Yep.
buffing her up some AC. How do I do that on thing, or do I just have to remember?
Just remember, so it's 13 plus your dexterity bonus.
So it's 16.
Okay.
So I've got 16 AC as I dart down the corridor.
If you just
And I
click on
can't
your
s-
armor class in D&D Beyond, it'll have a little customized drop down on the right hand side.
Additional magic bonus 3. Haha! Thank you. Alright, can I grab the ever burning light fixture?
Yeah, right lantern, yeah?
Yeah, I'll grab that. And if I can, head down the hallway.
Alright.
Alright, coast is clear.
So you hear Ciro yelling behind this door.
Okay. I think that's as much as I can do.
Alright.
So I'll leave it at that.
Rook, it's your turn.
I'll run down and open the door up.
You see Ciro like bouncing off the walls and this like Brownian motion sort of thing, trying to like get all these bugs off of himself.
I am just gonna get my spiderbot to flame just everything.
No!
Alright. Ciro, make a dexterity saving throw. What's the
Take 5 fire damage.
Yes, the swarm and Ciro both take 5 fire damage. The spider bot just hoses him down with napalm.
Yeah.
Alice, it's your turn.
Alice, can Alice step onto the square with the bot on it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's tiny.
Yeah, alright. She breathes fire into the room. Okay. Not fire then. Acid. That's fire. Ooh! So DC 13 fire damage.
Alright, well the bugs definitely failed. They take the full damage. You burn up every single bug in the room, and Ciro underneath it takes half damage.
Yeah, so only 9. Do we hear anything else? Down here or anything?
At this point, no. You can still no bug-related things. You still hear a lot of commotion. Basically, you spend the next few minutes like you do dive into the other carriages to clear the area. It's like the bugs of you guys sort of, the torrent of bugs stopped at your carriage with you guys putting a stop to it. It's a bustling.
Zero just like blazes past them out into the corridor and just takes off down the train. Just like, ah! You hear his screams like fade into the background.
Oh my god.
Do you think we should go find him?
He'll be right.
Okay.
Nah, he'll be fine.
Did this come? The smell. Did it come from the back of the train? I presume so, seeing as we're traveling.
Some train guards pass. The night guard passes through and explains and profusely apologizes. Apparently, this torrent of insects burst forth from the carriage with the fertilizer. Apparently, whoever packed it wasn't aware it was full of live insects.
Well, I do hope we're dearly recompensated for this. We had to save our carriage, you see.
Roll a... I don't even know what that is. Roll a bluff check. It's a deception check.
No. I do not need to bluff. Okay, I can do a bluff. It's not a bluff check. It's a deception check. Yeah, I guess. Fine. You see, we were enjoying a nice sleep. I'm not gonna get my REM now.
Yes, I'm sorry. I apologize.
No, I don't want your apologies. I want the company to pay me for compensation for saving their property.
Well, of course, you'll have to get into touch with head office and, of course, submit an official
I will
complaint.
allow you to do such a thing, and you will come back to my room and give me it on the morrow. Thank you.
Well, we can't
Good
contact
night.
them from the train.
No,
of course, yes. Good night.
Fine.
Good-
You will be able to. How dare you? Do you want me to get my lawyers involved?
Oh, of course not. We don't want lawyers involved. No, it was I'm sure
I
House
will
Orion
come down
will be-
with you with every manner of law and the hammer that is available to me. I am above the law.
Of course, ma'am. We apologize once again.
I do not want apologies. I want compensation.
Of course. I'm
What
sure
was that?
House Orion, you will be fairly compensated by House Orion. I promise, ma'am.
What is your job?
Objection!
I'm the night
It
guard.
is
Does
your
Alice
job.
even know how to act like a pompous, high-class person?
Huh?
Has Alice ever met a pompous,
No,
high-class
she's going. This
aristocrat?
is like completely out of it. She's doing this for fun at this point. She's been doing it this whole trip. It's been demanding food in such a way in a proper manner. It's completely over the top and outrageous. Yes.
He's like, no, he just keeps,
Right?
he's slowly like edging out of the carriage. He's like, yes. Apologies and yes, compensation. Yes, ma'am.
It will be your job if such a thing is not performed.
Of course.
And just walks out, and she closes the door. So what on earth caused this? Like, I don't buy it for a minute.
Not sure.
What, you think it was malicious?
Well, maybe, perhaps. I mean, possibly it could have been just like something easily, but hanging around you guys and the stuff that we know, I don't know. Part of me believes that it is not, true.
Well, if that was meant to be an assassination attempt, that was pretty piss poor, to be honest.
Well, I think the idea was we're meant to be asleep, but you never know. I'm just saying we shouldn't take this at face value, at least.
I agree. Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, Gibbs not first watch.
Yeah, maybe it is an idea.
I'll take it.
Well, thank you, sir. I'm gonna head back to my room.
She waddles off down her room, faintly glowing with magic.
The
That's
cheeks.
You go
I
back
can't
to
fit
sleep.
in my room, so I'm taking yours, Rook.
Ciro's is full of charred insects now.
And charge 0.
No, Zero just ran off, didn't he? He's still running.
Yeah, Zero ran off up train.
Oh yeah, well eventually the night guard finds you cowering behind one of the seats in the
day
I think you'll
passage.
find Zero is in the bathroom.
Oh, the bathroom. He finds you in the bathroom. It's like... and talks
How
you down.
embarrassing.
No, I will not go back there.
Alright, that's fine. You're welcome to sleep here, and I'll come check on you in the morning.
Good day. Just shut up.
I love how we're the most pompous brats in this boat, ship, trailer, car, train. There we go. I got there.
Zero like is in like the fetal position. He's just like.
The rest of the evening, the rest of the early morning passes without incident. The next morning, you awaken.
We get a long rest.
You get your long rest, yes. The next morning, you awaken on the banks of Scion Sound. The city of Thaliost, the last stop in Ander. And you see up ahead, a grand stone bridge. An enormous bridge that was once part of the trade road that linked Karnath to Ander over the Scion Sound, destroyed during the war and still not rebuilt to this day. The lightning rail track itself going down next to it and crossing over the water. There's my daylight ladders. Daylight?
Right.
Is it nighttime or daylight for you guys on the map?
Daylight.
I'm daylight.
Daylight.
Yeah, daylight for me.
Don't you worry.
Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, so breakfast is served with much complaining and discussion from the passengers and yourselves as the staff try to reassure everyone that everything is fine and it was just an accident, and they're apologizing profusely, and they serve extra alcohol with breakfast in an attempt to pacify everyone. And
It definitely
Zero's
passes.
just like starts drinking it.
Alice will be.
His head's like shaking as he's pouring a drink. He's like.
Alice is going to start wearing her armor more now. She's suspicious, but she won't say no to wine.
The terminus has the lightning rail parked so that the view out the window of the dining car, this magnificent view of Scion Sound, this river separating Ander and Karnath, and you can see why Scion Sound provided such a safe border between the two nations. It drops down a sheer cliff, at least 200 feet, in drop between the cliff edges and the water flowing down beneath from the island of Thronehold through Scion Sound and then out towards the ocean. The train departs shortly after breakfast. You pass through Reckonmark and you see as you cross over into Karnath, despite the border of Scion Sound, still more evidence of the war between Karnath and Ander. The magical craters on Karnath's side, no doubt inflicted by Ander's magical war machines and wizards. Pass by what must have been once a grand battlefield littered with still not fully cleaned up. You can see like bits of discarded armor, the occasional odd rusty weapon sitting there, maybe every now and then like a skull in the middle of a field. You keep passing on. The train rockets through the Reckonwood and then crosses a river, the Khan River, on the other side, for passing through the north gate of Korth and arriving at the Korth terminus.
have a map here somewhere.
Somewhere out there. Yeah.
Welcome to Korth.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh, I like.
I lucky.
So you've just arrived through, this gate here, the north gate, over the water, and at the railside terminus. As you disembark,
And this is all on a cliff, right?
it passes into a tunnel in the base of the sound. So inside the cliff, and then ascends upwards, arriving at the terminus inside the city. So the train actually moves over water.
That's cool.
So
I can see it now. Some of the
as you step off the train, the militaristic. So can I get a knowledge history check? Oh, there's a lot of ones and twos. Jeez.
Nope.
I
Alright,
know
with
nothing.
Zero's too
Korth
drunk.
Korth history is not important.
So
Yeah, I haven't been here a lot.
the little that you do know is that Karnath. You know that Karnath is a military dictatorship, and you know that during the last war, they switched their national religion from the sovereign host to a religion called the Blood of Vol that worships undeath and necromancy, and in doing so, saved themselves from ruin during the war by raising an enormous undead army to bring to bear against the other nations.
Oh fuck.
And
Oh
then,
yeah.
Since the war, the current king has renounced the Blood of Vol and returned the nation to the sovereign hosts.
Oh, that's nice.
But the influence of the Blood of Vol still remains. As you disembark the train in the railside terminus, you immediately see the effects of Karnath's strict military dictatorship. You see what must be an entire sort of battalion of soldiers watching and patrolling around the terminus. All of them with silver breastplates with the face of a lion sort of embossed on them. They all seem to be carrying great axes and longbows, and they seem incredibly disciplined. You see that the passengers disembarking from the train seem to be lining up and passing through booths, present their papers, and identify themselves and explain their reason for entering the nation. And
Do we have papers, or did we forget
Zero
to talk
does.
about it?
not as yet. Zero does actually, yes. The other three of you don't. But Parker,
Zero.
What? He's had them all along. Since the start of the game.
Zero. I'm intrigued.
Parker turns to you guys as you disembark the train. Wait here. I'll go get your papers. Don't get in the queue
Thank you,
yet.
God. Okay.
He disappears
Well.
off into the crowd. Then returns a few minutes later. Alright, here you go. He passes the identifications to each of you. 3 forgeries. While yours, Rook, still claims to be an heir of House Decaneth. Alice?
I mean, I have papers, right? Yeah, I have identification papers that mark me as a House Cannith person.
Do you guys still want to enter using papers that say your real names?
No.
Yeah, probably not.
Well, yeah, he adds papers for you as well, Ciro. So they still mark the 3 of you as members of your respective houses. And Ronan, that yours are marked as you're just a warforged sellsword, a mercenary.
Yep.
Coming to
A Ronin, one might say.
Yeah, entering the
No.
entering the nation of Khan, the glorious nation of Karnath to look for work.
Yeah, what's it called? Brush shoulders are the best warriors there are.
Do you, the four of you, along with Parker and Rin and a contingent of other House Beneath soldiers that have come along, step into queues, be processed to enter Korth.
Do we have? What names are written on our papers?
I'll let you pick a name if you like. The next session, because we're gonna end there tonight.
Ooh.
Again, leaves us on the edge.
You
Bastard! What a good session.
Thanks,
fucking
man.
traumatized Zero again. Jesus.
Yeah. Let's fuck around with Zero. Love it.
Poor guy.
Ah.